What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, you guys, man? What's going on with y'all, man? Yo, careful, man. What's going on, bro?
What's going on with you, man? Long time.
It's been a while, bro. It's been a good. I mean, you. It's been a while for you, but you know what I'm saying. I've been putting the work for the people, man. I've seen the not the live. I did one live. I did one live. That live did very well. The people appreciate it. But the other videos they were pre-recording, and then you guys liked it too. So I really appreciate every single comments on those videos. You know what I'm saying? The TK video did very well. The DDG and BI video did very well. And what else? There was other videos that I did. They did very well. So I appreciate every one of you guys, man, that subscribed to the channel, that liked the video. You know what I'm saying? But I got a new intro for you guys, so I'm gonna hit you guys with the intro right now. So we'll be back after the intro.
It say take a shot if you like golden showers. I do.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who?
We are back, man. What's going on? What's going on? What do you think of the intro, man?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah. So welcome to the show again, man. We back for you guys, man, because we have a lot of case. I've been wanting to talk about that case for a long time. The Karmelo Anthony case, and then the Austin kid, the kid that got stabbed to death. I've been wanting to talk about that case for a long time. So we're gonna touch this case, and we got a lot of topics for you guys today, man. So, but first of all, we're gonna talk about this case because that's what's going on in the media now. Because now it's a black and white thing. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you know about this case? If you don't, I can play like a like
From the
the
from the
news
very
report.
beginning,
Yeah,
from the very beginning, it was a black and white thing because it was a
right.
black and white thing. But of course, everybody was trying to run their narratives of what happened, and this person had this story, and this person had this story. Then it came out he was somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be, and a whole bunch of lies. And then you got some coon people off the break that was against the black person, and then you got some people just saying you got two types of people. You got the people that's automatically with you because you're black, and then you have the people that's automatically against you because you're black. Whether you're black or white, whatever race you are, is going to be those two types of people. And that's exactly what it was. Because you had black people turning on black people,
Mm-hmm.
and you had white people turning on black people, and you had white people turning on white people because white people knew the story of what really happened.
Okay, so for people that's not like been keeping up with this case, I mean, I don't know much about it from what I gathered from the news. So apparently they were at a track meeting, right? And then the weather started to going bad. So apparently the Cameron guy, the black kid, he went to the white kids, the twin brother tent. So when they noticed that, they tell him to get out of tent so he wouldn't leave their tent. You know what I'm saying? And then one of them, the one that got stabbed to death, grab him. You know what I'm saying? To make him like get the fuck out of the tent. So that's the moment I heard that Karmelo Anthony pulled out a knife from his backpack and stabbed him to death. So that's what they say in the news, and apparently that's what the witness who was there said too.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is that believable? I'm sorry.
I
Is
mean,
that believable, and was he justified? If that's the case, by that story alone,
okay,
is he
I'm gonna give you my.
justified? And is it
I don't,
believable?
I don't think it's justified. I'm gonna give you why, and then people probably gonna say, "Oh, you go." I'm not going. I'm not for. I'm for like the justice, the way I think it is, right? If I go to your tent, let's say he went to their tent by accident, right? And then they come to you, they say, "Yo, bro, this is my tent. This is not your tent. Can you leave?" You know that's not your tent. And then you're telling me, make me leave. Now, where it's become a little tricky, do I have the right to put my hands on you to pull you off the tent? Absolutely not. I feel like that kid who put hands on him should have called whoever that was there, like responsible of them.
So hold on, let me stop you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let me cut you. Not to cut. I'm cutting you off because
Yeah. Go ahead.
To the public.
Yeah.
Because
Go.
You say
go
that.
ahead.
You say that, but you say it's not justified. But then you also saying that the white boy shouldn't have did what he did.
Yeah,
You
but
saying
I'm.
that, right? Wait. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, but him, he should have done that too.
No. You don't get to do something to somebody and then dictate what happens after. You don't get to do
Okay,
it. I don't care.
now
how
let
big
me
or
ask you
how
a question.
petty you may perceive the act to be.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Because the black guy, the Anthony guy, said it was self-defense. How come it is a self-defense when you were the one that provoked the guy to begin with? Because you were somewhere you were not supposed to be. It is a property. It tell you to leave. You still stay there.
It doesn't work like that. This is a school event. That's not their property. That might have been the station where the kids, where their school was supposed to be at. But if it's raining dogs and cats outside, you're not about to tell me I gotta move like it ain't no space for one more person. You can't put your hands on me because I'm black and escort me off like you running shit. That's not how that works.
I just told you.
Me. No, you put your hands on me. I have the right to defend myself. So obviously he went in his book bag to get the knife. So obviously he wasn't on no bullshit. Because if that was the case, it would have been on him and he'd have got stabbed up off the break. He wouldn't have had to go get the weapon. So obviously he was provoked. You have to put all that into perspective.
Yeah. I get that. Now let me ask you a question.
Automatically get stabbed. He got approached.
Okay, now
he got harassed. He got assaulted. Then he demonstrated. Put all that. Those are facts. It ain't he just walked up and asked him nicely. I'm sorry. He didn't walk up and ask him nicely like you're portraying it to be.
No, I'm not portraying anything. You don't know that. Nobody know that. What you're saying. You just speculate that you ask him like.
They talked to somebody who was there. You know, they wasn't trying to say nothing at first. I was on this shit. They finally talked to somebody.
Yeah, but the person, listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I say something? But okay, you said they talked to somebody, one of the witnesses that saw the whole shit. But one of the witnesses also said that Anthony, you know what I'm saying? Karmelo Anthony was the one that was provoking him, saying that do something and I'll show you something. It's like you're provoking somebody. Can I finish?
Okay,
let me finish. I will let you ask me. So if let's say me and you, we got an issue, right? I come to you, I say, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my shit, man. I want you to give me my shit. And then you telling me like and then you say you're not gonna give me that shit. And then you tell me like put your hands on me, and then you see something. You see what's gonna happen to you.
But look, the way
listen. By knowing that you got something in you or something that close to you that you will use to kill me, to stab me. It's like you're provoking it because you know you got something deadly in you.
The same way you're trying to portray it, the same way you're pushing the narrative like he already had it mentally prepared to do that. It's the same way that white dude had it mentally prepared to fuck with that black dude. The same thing. Because they all kids. It's raining
Yeah,
cats
yeah,
and
I
dogs.
get
You
that.
gonna tell me you can't stand under the? Come on, man. That shit was no. We're not gonna do it like that.
Okay, look.
The bottom line and the facts is, he came over there. Whether that man was in his area that he was supposed to be on or not, that's not his area. He don't own nothing over there. It was shelter for
No,
the
no, no,
shelter.
no, no, no. No, that's why you don't seem to get. Everybody got their own tents.
And I understand that. But he was
Yeah, but you
caught-
cannot.
he
You
was
say you don't
caught
understand
there.
that, but you
No,
make it
I-
seems like no.
I'm
Let
not
me
making it
finish.
seem
I'll-
like nothing,
let
bro.
me
You're
let me
making it
fin-
seem
let me
like-
let me finish. Let me finish, please. Like one at a time. But you have to look at this is my shit. Everybody got their own tents. The twins, that was their own. You know what I'm saying? Tent. You got your own tent. I understand. You might have.
So it was only for them two? It
You-
was only
you
for
might-
two people?
No, because they were
Or
twins.
was
They
it
were
a section
together.
for the kids? No. I'm asking what section was it? It was. I thought it was for. So you saying it was? So you saying the tent
Yes.
was only for one
With-
or two people?
Yes. So that was the twins' brother
Oh, okay.
tent.
So now this is different. I'm thinking it's like a.
So that's
a
what I'm
big tent
telling
for
you.
their
No. That's
school or
what you.
something.
That's not what it was. It was so the track thing was going on, and then it started raining. So everybody goes to their tent. So the twin went to their tent, and then they fight him in the tent. So they tell him they probably was being hostile to him, like not nice to him, which I can imagine. You can imagine that too.
Right.
And he probably took offense to it and decided not to leave. That's when he asked
you
him like,
would.
"Make me leave, make
Right.
me leave."
Right.
But at that
Exactly.
time, if you say "make me leave," and then you know you're not supposed to be here, it's like you're provoking it. You don't see that?
Am I provoking it or am I standing up for myself? Because I don't give a fuck that
But
I'm not
you're
supposed
not
to be
standing
here.
up for
Wait,
yourself.
hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on.
no.
Wait. Hold on. You don't cut me off. I let you go. Hold on. Because you're not about to come here and say anything to me. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm not supposed to be here. But you ain't about to tell me aggressively to move like I'm some bitch ass nigga. Now I'm going to move when the fuck I want to move. Absolutely. And then you put your hands on me, you get what comes after that. That's exactly what happens. And that's
Yeah,
exactly
but
what
the,
happened.
it's what you say like good. You stand on business, blah blah blah. But here's the thing, though: the justice system not gonna see it the same way you see it, because they're gonna look at you, man. You were not at where you were supposed to do, whether the guy was being nice to you or not. But you were at the wrong location, right? All you should have done is just like move, or if he said anything to you, they were kids, like you said, right? He could have just went to one of the people that was responsible for them, say, you know what, I said this happened, that happened. Everything would have been different, right?
But why is it always when the person do something, why is it always he could have did something different versus the person that initiated
Because that would have
didn't do
no
that shit at all?
because if you
That don't
look
make no sense to me.
look
How the person that,
The-
that does the conviction, the person that gets the shit done to him when he retaliates, he did too much.
no, but
the
here's what
person
you
that
don't understand.
initially did something, they ain't.
Look, I'm telling you, the
all
guy.
your shit is going against the black dude because he killed the person.
No, bro. I'm not.
You're
That's
saying
not what.
he should have did
No, I'm
that.
trying.
You're making it
No,
seem
I'm
like
telling
he
you.
premeditated it.
Bro, this is what I'm
Because
telling you.
He had it on him. Right?
Bro,
That's what you're
this is what
saying,
I'm
right?
telling you. They were kids. They were star. The black dude, he was a star from his football team in his school, right?
Right.
The other white dude, they were like productive kids. You know what I'm saying? He got both his family. Both of them got both of the family in the home with them. So they were being raised nice. So if I come to you, I tell you, bro, this is not your place, man. Can you leave? What do I say, man? This is not your place. Get the fuck out of here. If you feel offended, me personally, if I will tell my kids, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, go talk to the teacher. Go tell somebody that responsible. Because the moment that you say I'm not leaving, and then the person was already angry to begin with.
Yeah, you say
So
that
now
brother.
you open.
You say that now because this happened. So of course a person going to say that now. But in the heat of the moment, you're not doing that or saying that. You're going to be disrespected and you're not going to feel like you're being played with, especially in this day and age where bullying is a big thing now. Niggas ain't just carrying around knives. Everybody ain't carrying around knives just because they
Okay,
want to
okay.
do
Now let me
something and
ask
it's
you a question.
premeditated.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. This is a star. Both, like I said, both of them they were a star for their own school, right? He's a star. He's a star. Why did he need to bring a knife and a track meet in a school where there were kids, only kids there?
You don't know where he got to go from there, bro. You don't know what path he got to go home. You don't know what he got to do, who he know, who might be jealous of him because he lives from a good home. Just because you in a sporting events, bro, it's people that come to the sporting events because they know you're going to be there. And they probably could be waiting for you. You don't know. You don't know what these kids is going through these days. These kids is fucked up and these kids is really killing out here.
That I
You
know.
better be lucky he ain't got no switch. You talk about a knife. That's the least he can have. These youngers out here got switches. You gotta have something on. It's grown men out here with knives on you. What do you mean? Why would he have a knife on him outside? Come on, bro. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that to us.
But I'm not. What do you mean? Don't do that. But I'm trying to lay
No, I'm
this
talking about
story down. I
not you. I'm
cannot.
talking about the people. I'm
Oh.
talking about the people who may think like that, who may really think like that, who really push the narrative like he really brought the knife there to do something, or
No,
other
no,
than
no.
that,
I
he
don't.
wouldn't have never had it. Now,
Let
I'm
me.
not
Let
saying
me.
you doing that.
Yeah. I don't
But
think
there's
he
some people
meant
that really
to.
think that because there's some people that's carrying that narrative like he already knew he wasn't supposed to be there. And if that was the case, why did he have a knife on him and all that if he wasn't planning on doing nothing? Like, come on, bro. No, I carried a knife on me every day because every day I'm in danger because I'm beefing every day. Because all the young niggas have ops these days. Even though they really don't, everybody has ops. That's why I have a knife on me. And
So
clearly,
I
if I
mean,
didn't have the knife on me, they said it wasn't one brother, it was both of them.
that is true.
My point, but you only speaking as if it was one. So he had every right to get that knife.
But
True or false?
no. Listen,
True or
listen,
false,
listen,
bro?
listen. But I only told, bro, if because he says he was only one of them that attacked
No, it was
him, the
only
one
one
that
that got
died.
poked up.
Yeah,
You
it
only
was
gotta
one of
poke
them
one
that
of them
got
up.
because because the witness said even the other brother said he didn't see what happened. You only heard him like
Yeah, I bet he
screaming.
didn't
That's
see
when he
what's
turned.
happened. How does that make sense when y'all both was harassing him? How does that make sense? How you ain't see what was going on when y'all both was harassing him, but your brother was the one that got stabbed up, but you ain't see nothing or ain't know what was going on? You know that's a lie.
It can be.
Ain't no it can be,
Can be.
bruh. It is a lie. Certain shit, you come on, bruh. Y'all both was there. Y'all both harassed him, but you don't know what happened when he got stabbed. You just happened to turn around. You just happened to talk to somebody else. You said it wasn't nobody there for that tent. So where else will your attention be diverted to for you not to know? Come on, bro, stop what you doing.
All right,
Ain't
but
no
so let's
Harvard
listen.
scholar.
Okay, so this is the parents of the
The
Anthony
black
dude.
dude,
You know what I'm saying?
Karmelo.
Yeah, the Carmelo. Yeah, Carmelo. This is his mother. Sorry, let's check what she got to say. Hold on, let me see. Where can I play this? Oh my god. Oh, there you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like
Excuse
so
me.
many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a two-parent home with structure.
And what is your point so far, man? What is your thought?
I agree with us 100%. These are white people with power that they just lost their son, so they flexing their power. Down to the attorneys and lawyers and police. Come on, bro, you know how I go. I believe every motherfucking word. They putting their information out online. You have to be powerful to do that.
I mean, bro, you expect that to happen though, right?
Absolutely.
Because if you,
absolutely,
I mean, this is United States. You expect that to happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way the case is going right now, they make it not make it seem. It's a black and white thing. White people is collecting money for the dead kid parents, you know what I'm saying? And then black people is collecting money to defend Karmelo, that's his name, guy.
Karmelo.
You know what I'm saying? Karmelo guy. So it I mean, the whole shit is just crazy. It's just insane. I mean, but I mean, I don't know what to say, bro. It's just
what do you mean you don't know what to say? How you don't know what to say?
No, because
you can't put your hands on a motherfucker and expect not to get touched back. Simple as that. And there was two of them, so it's no excuse. It was 2 against 1. He had every right to poke one of them up. He should be a free man. I don't care that he wasn't where he was supposed to be. It does not matter.
Yeah,
the same way it does not matter why he killed him. It does not matter. He should not kill him, but he did not just plainly kill him. He got touched. He was fearful for his life. It was 2 against 1. What are you talking about? He didn't probably know he was going to kill him. He just stabbed him a couple times, which resulted in his death.
Let me say this, man. I do believe this. When the trial comes, I think it's gonna find guilty. I'm gonna tell you why.
It.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why, and then you tell me why you don't believe it. I believe it's gonna.
Yeah, I ain't gotta tell you why, but the complete opposite of what you about.
No, you can give your opinion too. You know what I'm saying? I believe this is the reason why it's gonna find guilty, and then you can give the people the reason why you think it's gonna find not guilty. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Look, here's what I think, bro. First of all, I mean,
wait. Before you go on, let me hit me with some shit that you always tell me. Cause I was tripping for a second. I almost got off track. Take your feelings, take your emotions out of it.
I am.
Of course, see, now I'm talking about for me. That was for me. From you to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to switch, and I'm going to say you are absolutely right. He's going to be found guilty.
Oh, are you saying that because it's in Texas and then is in a conservative like states is the
No,
reason why you're saying that,
because he's
or
black.
because you think it's a okay? I mean
Because he's black.
that's why I say is
Yeah, it doesn't
okay,
matter. He's
okay.
black.
I mean I take race. I
Justified
think
for doing it, but he's going to be. He's going.
I don't
He
think
is
he was
justified
though.
for it. I'm
Look,
sorry.
I think we're gonna need more evidence to see. You know what I'm saying? Apparently
Hold
they
on,
say
time
there's
out.
video.
How? You keep saying,
Bro, you
bruh,
gotta let
hold
me
on,
finish my thought though.
No, because you said you still okay. So 2 against 1 is still
Bro,
not
I gotta give you
justifiable?
no. I gotta give you look, because people that were there, they say he was only one of them that put hands on him.
It don't
He
matter
wasn't
if
two. The one
if
that
it
got
was only
poked.
one. 2 of them came over there, so it was only a matter of time before the other one jumped in. If the other one wasn't getting too good of the fight, if he was getting beat up by one, the other one was going to jump in. He didn't come over there for nothing. So don't say just because both of them didn't jump in off the break that because only one jumped in, he wasn't justified to do what he do, bruh. You don't know what type of how scared that man was, or if he was scared at all. You don't know what type of. Come on, bruh. Don't you really gonna come out here and say that? You really believe that? Because 2
Look,
people walked
bro,
over there, but only one
let me,
demonstrated.
bro, let
That's
me
how
let
you
me
feel?
give the people why I think it's gonna find guilty, bro. Look,
No, we know he gonna find guilty. That's not it. I'm asking you.
uh-huh.
That how you know? I'm agreeing with you on that. We know he gonna find. I'm not. I was wrong. I agree with you. He's gonna get found guilty. My thing with you is personally for you, because you still
Uh-huh.
say we know he gonna get found guilty. But you're saying personally, you still feel what they gonna say in the justice. You personally feel that he wasn't justified to do that, right? That's what you're saying, right?
The reason why I think that, I mean, I told you why I think that. I think he was he was somewhere he was not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I think. He was somewhere he was not supposed to be. And then not only that, if I know I have a knife on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're talking reckless to me. And I said, man, keep talking. Keep talking, you see what happened to you. Keep talking. Or touch me to see what happened to you. The reason why I'm talking like that to you is because I know I got something deadly
But how do you
on
know he
me
was
that
saying
I can.
that though?
That's what the people were there saying he was saying. The witness
But
and
you
everybody
believe that,
said
but
it.
then you also people said it was 2 people that came over there and was fucking with him. But then you also said motherfucker said it was only
No, no,
one. It
no.
was multiple
Look,
stories, bruh. So
look.
how
That's
you
not
gonna
what I
believe
said.
one? No, I'm
That's
not
not what I
talking about
said.
you, bro.
Look. They said there were 2 people that was there, but they say he was only one of them that touched him. The one that got poked and died. It was the 2 twins that were
Right.
there,
Now I
but he
got that
was
part.
only one of them that touched him. The other one they didn't touch him. So that's what they say happened. You see what I'm saying? But it's what, like I said before, bro. Look, if I'm provoking you, say like, bro, it's like I'm trying to like how can I say this, man? It's not like I'm forcing you, but I'm baiting you. It's like I'm baiting you to do something so I can hurt you, right? Because if I didn't have that shit on me, I probably would have not done that. If I see 2 people, you know what I'm saying? There. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the court probably gonna look at it like that too. They're gonna say you were like provoking them. Not only you were not somewhere you were somewhere you were not supposed to be, and then plus you were baiting the guy to do something so you can stab him, which he did, and then you stabbed him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but you're gonna put it on him instead of, and once again, now, like I said, you're gonna put the blame on the person that did the reaction as opposed to the person that did the action. It's crazy to me.
It's
He's still not justified when they walked up into his space. I don't give a fuck if only one of them did something. It's 2 of them that walked up. So eventually the other one was going to do something, especially if the brother was getting the best of him. So you keep using that only one walked up, only one did something. You keep using that and saying that you're not justified. Like that's crazy to me.
well, I
I
mean,
don't
there's
get that
a
part. That's the part I'm disconnected with you. That's the part I don't agree with you on. Everything else I agree
well.
with
You
on.
said it was self-defense, so there's somebody that's agree with you. So let's see
Yes.
what he
Once he,
said
oh, I'm
about
sorry.
it. Let's
Once
check
he
it
had to
out.
go in the
All right,
in the
so
book bag,
Anthony was
yes.
being held on $1 million bond, which was crazy. Today they reduced it to 250 grand, which is, you know, still sizable, but he wound up getting out. All right, so Mark, first of all, the idea of race, I mean, you lived it with Zimmerman in a big way. There's so many people who believe that that's why Zimmerman wound up beating that case. But what do you see here? What are your questions? What will matter?
Oh, no, it's definitely a consideration. It always is, whether it's a sort of obvious what we're doing or the implicit one, because we all carry these implicit biases with us that perceive or impact how we perceive an event. Now, what's really it's going to come down to, and I disagree with the guy who said this is not a self-defense case yesterday, I think he said it. This is definitely a self-defense case, because it always is one until you look at the facts of the case and compare the two. You have to compare who was the initial aggressor. Was it an aggressive act for him to go up and say, get away from the tent? Did he do more than that? My understanding was maybe he touched him and put hands on him. Granted, that makes the decedent in this case maybe the initial aggressor. But you really still then have to look at whether or not Karmelo Anthony responded with appropriate force, he used a deadly weapon, and whether or not he was in imminent fear of great bodily injury. That's the standard in Texas and most every state, to determine whether or not his actions, the way he perceived him, the way Karmelo Anthony perceived him when he took out that knife and stabbed him. The good part is if the decedent was the aggressor initially. The bad part for Karmelo, if in fact it's true that he sort of said, touch me and you'll see, because that's that aggression, that's that predisposition towards violence that doesn't have a place in it.
Right. So that's what I was telling you earlier, right?
No, I understand.
I understand. So yeah, but you seem to say, okay, you seem like it was kind of hard for you to understand that.
No,
that's why I think no, brother. Let me finish.
Sorry,
Let me finish, please. That's why you said it's because he's black. That's why it's gonna. I think that's gonna play a part of it. I'm not biased to it. I think once with race got something to do with it, people make it black and white. I think his race probably gonna play a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're telling the guy to put hands on you, see what happened. You know what I'm saying? See what happened. It's like you instigate it. I can't even say instigated the guy to do something so you can use deadly force. And then you cannot do that in a self-defense case. You cannot do that and say, oh, it's self-defense, because you instigate the whole situation so you can use deadly force.
So, timeout. So what you're telling me is, if I'm being threatened,
I'm not telling you. The guy told you the same thing.
No. This is for him too. This is for the law. Period. This is just a question for a dumb nigga who don't know shit. Because that's who I am. I'm learning every day that I'm dumb as shit. So you mean to tell me, as the person coming to aggression towards me and putting me in danger, whatever level danger that I perceived it to be, whether it's minor or major, I'm not obligated to give a warning to that person?
Here's the thing. If you think,
a warning.
No. Look, you just said the person is bringing harm to you.
Right.
But at first, he tell you to leave. No. Listen. Let me finish. You say the person is bringing harm to you, right? Mm-hmm. But the first thing he said to you is to leave. So if you were really in danger, you would have just left. You would have just left. If you stay there, it's because you felt like I can defend myself. I'm not really in danger.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
Being in danger. Okay, so look.
You understand what I just said to you, right?
Being in danger is not the same thing as getting into a fight or something.
Bro, you just said the guy, you felt like you just said, oh, you just said, oh.
I mean a fight, confrontation. Not danger like I'm about to die. A fight, confrontation. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but there were no fight. There were no fights.
Yeah,
you just pulled out a gun and stabbed somebody. Right, so that was not a fight.
He was warned though. He was warned first, and you did not take that heed. So that's not his fault.
No, you were baiting the guy. You were baiting him to do.
You came to me, brother. You came to me, and I told you.
Yeah, but you were somewhere.
Something. I don't care. They don't give you the right to put your hands on me. Once you put your hands on me, it's fair game. I don't care, bro.
Once you put your hands on me, it's what because I already told you what was going to happen, and you did it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You were warned. It's not premeditated. I told you.
Okay, now
And
let me ask you, why didn't?
it.
Okay,
You
why
put your
didn't you
hands on me
pick?
after I told you not to?
Okay, why didn't you pack your shit and just leave, and then that shit was just done with?
Because I didn't want to. Because I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna leave when I want to.
Okay, you didn't want to. You didn't want to. Is because no. Listen. You didn't want to. Is because you, bro. Let me finish. Bro. You're a fucking athlete. Athlete playing all type of weather.
So what? I don't want to get wet. I don't want to walk all the way wherever I was at. I just got
yeah, but
to get caught right here.
That's okay, bro. That's your problem. You don't want to get wet. This is your problem. But you know what I'm saying. But that was not your shit. You know what I'm saying? That was not your shit. You know what I'm saying? And then if I tell you, bro, this is not your shit, like get out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you say like, make me leave. See what happened? Now you challenge me. Just like you feel like you've been played, I feel like I'm being played too.
Then we played each other then. So what's the next move?
Right. So you stabbed me, I died. The government got the right to find you guilty.
The government got the
because
right
you
to do whatever
provoke.
the fuck they want to do. They gonna say who
No, because people was looking at it. Look, people was looking at it like the guy did like what he was supposed to do. I don't look at it like that. Because I feel like no, look, man. Because I
where
see.
He's supposed to be. Because if he wasn't where he's supposed to be, that would have never happened. Right. That's how you see it.
No. That's not what I. This is not what.
All you had to do was leave. He wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
He just left.
Yeah. Just leave.
That's what you said.
Just leave.
But everybody
just
ain't
leave.
just about to leave, nigga. What is you talking about? Everybody ain't no sucker. Not saying.
Yeah, but not, bro. You're 17 years, bro. That's what I'm telling you, bro. No,
I'm cleaning it up.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Okay, let me say this. Okay,
just leave.
Look. You say, oh, is everybody not a soccer? Do you think that was a dumb move he did?
No.
Do you think that was a dumb? No. This is definitely
the way you try to explain it. You try to explain it like the white boy came over there and asked him nicely to leave, and he just
no. I never said that. I never said that. I never. I never.
You're gonna run the tape back, and you're gonna say he came over there and asked him, bro, you're not supposed to be here.
First of all, no.
That's what you say.
No. I never.
What the fuck is you doing over here? Get the fuck from over here. You ain't supposed to be over here. This ain't your tent. Roll the fuck out before I make you roll out. Now you gonna walk if some two white boys that you know you could probably beat the shit out of, or you could take one of them talk to you like that. You think you're just gonna up and walk and get the walk on, huh? With your pride and ego, you're gonna put that shit in your pocket.
Look.
For real, bro. You're gonna put that shit in your pocket and you're gonna walk away. That's what you're telling me you're gonna do.
I'm not telling you I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But
you're telling me that's what you should have did, though.
Yeah, as a 17-year-old kid, that's what you should have done.
How hypocritical is that? How you gonna say somebody should have did something when you know in your heart that you wouldn't have did that? How does that make sense to you?
Look,
you
man,
laughing, bro. How does that make that's
I mean, bro, I'm trying.
That's crazy work right there. How you gonna expect somebody to do something that you not gonna do?
No, I'm telling you, bro. Look, if this is got. Look, man. I'm telling me as a grown adult, I probably would have just did what he did. You know what I'm saying, or like stand my ground. But I'm telling you, he's a kid. There was people that was there that was responsible for them. If you feel somebody's like threatening you or anything, you can go talk to the person that was responsible for you guys, and then like trying to like punish him if he has to be punished.
Obviously it wasn't, bro. Obviously it wasn't if they had to go find somebody.
So you think like they were there like by themselves?
Obviously, yes. Obviously, for that shit to happen, there was no supervision. Absolutely. You don't have to at events like that, people are just walking around. It's a school event if that's what it is, bro. They're just no, it's not just open and motherfucker gotta run to it. No, they should be all around. It should be people all around. It's some shit that was missing from the story. It don't make sense. You shouldn't have to go find somebody. You shouldn't have to go find somebody, and it shouldn't be the brother don't know how his brother got stabbed when both of y'all walked over and confronted him.
Well, let's finish listening to what the guy got to say.
true self-defense case.
What's the most important question for you in this, Mark? And then I want the same from you, Professor, if you have one. Go ahead, Mark.
Sure. Who truly was the initial aggressor? How did this unfold such that if in fact he had a reason to believe great bodily injury was imminent, was it reasonable? Was he pushed? Was he shoved? Was he hit? Because don't forget, it's of the moment, but you are allowed to respond to great deadly force with your own great deadly force, or at least your perception of great deadly force. So it's really going to be fact-based. I do think that race, it's going to be played out on social media. It also is going to be played out in a courtroom if you ever get there, because in today's day and age, I would argue that someone like Karmelo Anthony now has a heightened concern over the past few years and the way we've sort of degraded some of the progress we may have thought we made over the past decade, as far as how we're treating young black males in the system, such that maybe he would have felt more preyed upon than he otherwise would. Interesting, you're right. We're going to be talking about this for a long time.
Professor, what do you got?
Yeah. I mean, anything else you got to say, bro?
Nah, I just changed my shit, and I agree with you when you said I just didn't like it. I agree with you. I knew you was right when you said when he was like when he explained it was like if he was the initial aggressor or whatever, but if you was like if he because he knew he had the knife, he provoked him or whatever. However, I'm not necessarily saying that he did that, but I am acknowledging that people can see it that way, and they can.
Yeah, because look. You've been around. I've been around. We've seen so many cases like that. I mean, usually not with knives, with guns. Usually, the guy got strap up, and then somebody's talking crazy to him, and then because he know he got the gun on him, he got a deadly weapon on him, and he's telling me do something. See what happened, and then the guy touch him a little bit or punch him, he just pull out a gun and shoot him. This is not self-defense. Because look at it, bro, let's be honest. If you didn't have that shit on you, you probably would have just walked away with it. If you didn't have the knife, you probably would have just walk away, because you got two big guy, with you. You take like this, because they said they were like 2 something, both of them. They were like the 20, they were 2 something. And then you weigh less than them. So if you're telling me do something, you see what happened is because you think you got something in you that can stop the shit. I mean, that can stop them. It's like you're provoking it from happening. Because if you didn't have that in you, you probably would have just walked away, go to your tent. You see what I'm saying?
It's 50-50 with me. I understand what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with it, but I understand. Because there's some people that still would have said the same thing, whether they had a weapon or not.
That's not
some
true.
Black people, yes, there's some black people that still wouldn't
look,
have moved,
man,
and they would have fought the 2 white people. Because there's some niggas that's just built like that, bro. It's some niggas that's just not gonna go off the word. Niggas out here, some niggas that can fight, bro. Not everybody's a bitch ass nigga with a switch. Some of these niggas do got hands, bro. Everybody ain't just gonna walk away from a fight. I'm sorry to say, bro. Just because there's 2 of them. So a nigga still could have said he ain't have to have the knife and still felt like a nigga like me. I can't fight worth a lick. Ain't nobody teach me how to fight. I could defend myself. That's 2 different things. And I was always a nigga that talked shit.
Right.
So it's people out here like that are still talk shit because they pride and ego. You ain't about to let another man talk shit to you like you ain't a man, like you can't do damage to. You ain't, that's just the nature of a man. You ain't about to, if you're not a man, if you a bitch, and I understand that, you're gonna walk away from intimidation sometimes. Or you could just not be built like that. I'm not saying it's too many variables in that. You can't just automatically say because he had the knife, he was already ready to do that. For a nigga who carries a knife every day and never get into nothing.
Look, man, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but what I said, I think this is the way the court gonna say it, man. It's gonna come down that who was the aggressor in that situation. And I think he was.
He couldn't have been
the reason why I think he...
when they
No. Look, look.
Him first, he couldn't have been the aggressor. The Mac
okay, but you...
Aggressor.
Okay, yeah, but you can provoke somebody. You can be... Don't you think you can be an aggressor? I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Like
by
that.
saying that...
You cannot be the aggressor from a response, bruh. The response cannot be the aggressor.
It could be over aggressive, but it can't.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Now let me ask you a question. Do you think that the force that he used was like the deadly force? Do you think it was necessary? Because the guy didn't punch him, didn't do anything. He's just trying to pull him out of the tent. Do you think that was necessary? Necessary for him to do that?
How many times he stabbed him?
One time in his chest, in his heart.
You said he was twice his size. He tried to drag him out of the tent. He stabbed him one time. He didn't know he was gonna kill him. Now, if he stabbed him multiple times, I would probably be like, oh, all right, it was one stabbing.
Okay.
So no.
All right. So
that's a good thing. I think that he gonna have that good force on the side too. That it couldn't have been like he intentionally tried to kill him, because if that was the case, he would have stabbed him more than one time. And he didn't stab him until he got his hands put on him. So, but like you said, people gonna run that narrative, and there's people like you that's gonna believe that shit because he had the knife on him. He was ready to do that anyway.
I'm speaking.
I
don't believe anything, bro. I don't believe anything. I'm just speaking on what people. I'm speaking on what some people might think. So here's the side of one of the brother who was there. The other brother that was there. That's how the whole shit happened. So let's check it out.
I thought he didn't. He couldn't say the whole shit happened. I thought he didn't know what happened.
No, he didn't see this. He said he didn't see the stabbing, which is that I give you that. I think that was a little suspicious too, because if you were there, you probably seen the stabbing. But I think he's hiding something when you say he didn't see the stabbing.
Of course.
So let's hear what you gotta say. You see what I'm saying?
Play it.
He's a good kid. We just got a little altercation, and that's really it. But he has a good heart. Everyone knows. Everyone around here knows he's a great kid. He just one mistake from that dude, and just took my brother. He didn't deserve it. No one deserves a loss from a family like that. I know people that lose their family members all the time, but I just didn't know it was gonna be mine so soon. My best friend and my brother my whole life, but if y'all could just not y'all, sorry, just thank y'all for just comforting us, and the Frisco area has been comforting my family and me. I just really appreciate everything that everyone's done. And it's a really hard loss, but we're gonna get through it with my family, so we'll just stay together. I mean, our relationship is really the tightest I've ever seen in somebody, between two human beings. I mean, we did everything together. Clean the dishes together, do the yard work together,
bully
sports, together. You name anything in the world, it's always us two and one thing. So you're always just basically one person.
You guys just a few minutes apart?
4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Austin was first by 4 minutes. He got stuck in me.
So technically your bigger brother.
Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of people, there's stuff around. He's always on my back. Even if I'm in the wrong, he'll always take my side no matter what it is. So it's just really heartbreaking to see someone that cares for you that much and does everything even by your side no matter what, just pass away like that.
Mm-hmm. Your mom told me that you were there.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't mind, what happened?
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So just that's just what I saw. And I tried to help him, but
it was just senseless.
Wow.
It was really senseless, really.
I mean, by him telling the story, he said he was there. I mean, he saw when, you know what I think? He's hiding something. I'm gonna tell you why.
And everything.
He saw you saw everything. So look, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I think is hiding something. Okay, let's say I'm your brother, right? And then we see somebody that's talking shit to you. I'm gonna be on guard too, to see what's gonna happen to you, so I can, you know what I'm saying? If anything, I'm not gonna like turn my back away when somebody's talking crazy to you. You see what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I'm gonna be on guard, paying attention to whatever was coming. You know what I'm saying? So I can be there to defend you. You know what I'm saying? To be in the bullshit that's coming. So by him saying that, oh, I didn't see the star beam because I did that, but you see anything else? You see everything else, but you didn't see that part. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think his story is little bit.
And it's only them two. And it's only them two telling the story, and it was two other people that told the story. So obviously the story that he's telling is lying. He was a part of that shit. They both went up to him, talked in that shit aggressively, and he told both of them, "You got me fucked up. You ain't about to do nothing to me. Make me move, and I'm gonna show you." And one of them proceeded to put their hands on him, and that one got stabbed, and the other one got in shock. Fuck you, mean? And didn't think what was going to happen to him happened to him. So now he all fucked up and got to process what the fuck going on. That's what the fuck happened. The fuck? Ain't nobody stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you got Charleston White who speak about the whole situation too, because that happened in his home state, Texas. Let's check it out.
These are outsiders. They will make an example out of that black kid, and black people will get him hung playing the race card. How dumb can you be? This is the time we supposed to say, let's come together. Why can't we all get along? This is that time so we can have his life spurred. They gonna hang that boy. He deserved to go to prison. If you take a life, you ain't supposed to be able to walk away with no consequences. It's consequences to your actions, right or wrong. Even if you justified to take a life, your life wasn't in danger. Karmelo was wrong, dead wrong. In the witness accounts of what he said, he grabbed the book bag. Let me tell black people how dumb y'all is. Don't you know they got a police report with the evidence of a knife and not a cleat sharpener? There's no such thing as a cleat sharpener. They have evidence, a police report where they confiscated a knife. How dumb can y'all be? And black people, y'all don't have no compassion for a parent who have to bury their child. Y'all haven't extended no level of empathy for another dead kid. Black people, I hate that this kid will be sacrificed, but he's not from here, so I don't give a fuck about it. Fuck him. His daddy is a weak nigga to me.
Damn.
Nigga, y'all out here in this $900,000.
Okay, let me talk about this. So, shout out to Timothy. Timothy said Texas is a stand your ground state. Okay, I understand that, but like me and Be More Careful was saying, I understand those states you can defend yourself if you feel like somebody's coming to you with deadly force, right? But in this case, there was no deadly force. The guy just tell you to move, and then you say no, and then he decided to grab you and pull out there was no deadly. Your life was not in danger. In Texas, in those states, Texas, Florida, your life has to be in imminently danger for you to use deadly force.
And it's imminent danger. So a 200
like you have to see it's my life or your life.
You didn't know
it has to be my life or your life.
Hold on, bro. Once again, there's two of them. You don't know what they was planning to do.
Yeah, but it's only one of them that put hands on you.
Oh my God. Oh my. Yeah, but if I didn't have the knife and I didn't put up the fight, or if I put up a fight and I struggled with him, the other one was going to help. So what are you saying?
You don't know that.
Bruh?
You don't know that.
Oh shit. Okay.
You know,
right.
Because you just speculate. I mean, we can.
Absolutely.
We know how fight.
Right.
Listen, no. Listen.
Right. You're right. I'm not.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish my point. What you say could be the truth, but in the court of law, it will still be speculation. Absolutely. Because that didn't happen. Me and you, we know if there was a fight, the other one probably gonna just join his brother, trying to help his brother. We know that. That's how fights happen, right? But in the court of law, they're gonna say this is speculation because the other one never put hands on you when his brother was trying to pull you off the tent. You see what I'm saying? And then by you saying that, oh, do something, you see what happened. And then this is another part of it that's I don't think it's gonna be stand your ground because you bidding the guy to do something to you so you can use deadly force, which you did.
Damn,
You
bro.
say
This is
stand
new to
your
me, bro.
ground.
I ain't know you can bait a nigga to use deadly force, bro. The way you saying this shit, bro, is
Bro,
crazy
you
to me,
can,
bro.
you can, bro. You, bro.
Crazy
Listen,
to me,
no,
bro.
bro. You say you didn't know that, bro. You just you tripping. You know what? So you never seen like online where people say, bro, you from the ghetto, bro. You never, but you never seen some people say something, do something, say something. No, let me finish, bro. You from the ghetto. You probably seen it, or you probably seen on TV or movie, whatever the fuck. And they will say do something, and then they got this strap up, and then pull out a gun and shoot you, just because they know I have a gun on me. Bro, look, man. When it's 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, most people, even though I'm a gangster, most people will just bite their pride and walk away from that situation because it's. I know, like you said earlier, some people they're crazy like that. They will just, even if it's 4 or 5 people, they will still talk their shit.
Two is not that.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, those guys are 200 some pounds. The nigga was 100. If you feel like your life was in danger because of these 2 guys, most people will just walk away from that situation. Not saying that I'll do something, you see what happened. By knowing you got a knife on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're provoking it. That's why I think it's gonna be a little tricky for him. Do he have a right to defend himself? Yeah, I mean everybody got a right to defend yourself.
Defending himself, though.
Yeah, you shouldn't, bro. Yeah, you shouldn't say anything. Yeah, you shouldn't say anything.
Okay.
You shouldn't say anything. The moment you put your hands on you, you shouldn't just do what you gotta do and then you go about your situation. Now you can claim self-defense. You were scared. He was bigger than you. But the moment you keep saying do something, do something, do something, you're provoking the situation. You understand? Does that make sense? Yeah. So, can you read this?
Stand your ground means if they push Karmelo on the wet shop aluminum bleachers.
You understand that? What he said? I don't. Do you?
He said stand your ground means if they push Karmelo on them, I guess he wasn't finished or he got another
On the wet sharp. But
aluminum bleachers. And he's supposed to stab his ass. I guess that's what he's gonna say. Or some
Yeah,
shit
he said like that's what I'm saying. He said like Karmelo give them warning. If somebody don't touch me, then just bro. You cannot use deadly force when some look your life is. I don't believe his life was in imminent danger. I don't believe that. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe that. And then what he did was provoking them to do something about it. And then plus you were somewhere you were not supposed to be. You're right. In their property. The tent.
So the fact that, and this is what I don't like about this either.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he only got stabbed one time don't mean nothing, but because he died, that it means everything. So if he got stabbed somewhere else and he didn't die, he just got stabbed. But because he just so happened to get stabbed in the heart and die, now it's, you see what I'm saying? He only got stabbed one time.
Right.
It just so happened to be in the heart.
I think you would have I think he would have still got in trouble if the guy didn't die. He probably was gonna be charged with attempted murder.
No, he wouldn't have.
Well, why not?
Because they both went over there. They both harassed him.
But you still provoke him.
The other brother don't know what's going on. It don't matter. They both went over there to harass him. They both 200 plus. He's 100 and something soaking wet, as you can see. That's an imminent threat right there. That's 400 plus 1 something. That's a threat. I don't care if only 2 plus showed up and did something first. They showed up 4 plus and split into 2. Even though I'm dealing with 1, I still got to keep my eye on the 2. What are you talking about?
That's not me being in danger.
Look,
I'm
man.
asking you, brother. You're not in danger. You said you don't believe he was in danger. I'm asking you. That's not danger to you. You're a kid.
Imminently danger. I don't
I'm not
think
trying
so.
to hear that. Nah, okay. All right.
I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were the moment the person tell you to leave, even though the guy talk crazy to you, two big guys talking crazy to you, if you feel like I was so scared where I had to use like deadly force, you would have just left. Just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't got no argument with that.
You'll just leave. Or you're a punk. Okay, you're a punk for one time, but you just leave. Right?
How you know they wasn't gonna follow him?
They were telling you to leave. Why would they follow you? They tell you to leave. If they wanted to do something to you, if they were doing no, yeah, but you were somewhere you're not supposed to be. That's why you don't try to understand. This is not that was not your shit. This is their shit. That was assigned to them. Their tent.
I don't think.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't believe that
but
either.
I feel like I'm defending.
I don't believe that.
I feel like
either, though,
look. I feel most people are probably gonna say you're Uncle Ruckus because I feel like I'm defending the white guy, which I'm not doing. No, I'm not. You see, you're looking at it wrong. Let me finish. I hate when you do that. Let me finish. I'm not defending him. I'm just trying to explain to you what other people might think. I'm trying to lay down what other people might think and trying to look my logic to see how it's gonna be.
Absolutely, but you're
how it's gonna be
right.
the case.
But you're saying you still out your mouth personally feel that he's not justified.
I explained to you many times the reason why, because it's a situation. Look, no. It's a situation that he could have just walk away from.
He could have, but he didn't. So what? He chose.
Why didn't he do?
He chose to defend himself. Everybody don't run. Everybody don't walk away. Everybody don't turn the other cheek, bro. Some people defend themselves, bro. That's just how life go.
All right, bro. Can you read this?
Kyle Rittenhouse, Daniel Penny, and George Zimmerman. I was gonna bring that up, but George Zimmerman used deadly force and was found not guilty. But it's not gonna go the same way, my brother. It's gonna go the complete opposite. Because you know why? Because it was the complete opposite. And Zimmerman was told not to go after that nigga. He still went after him anyway and shot him and killed him and walked.
Yeah, but here's what you guys don't understand. I understand. I mean, people might. Look, but you gotta understand that happened in Texas. Conservative, racist states. You know what I'm saying?
That's it happens all around the world to us. What are you talking about? It happens all. We don't give a fuck where you at,
bro. I'm telling you. People might say, "Oh,
go ahead."
I'm telling you, you have it in Texas. People can say, "Stand your ground." Stand your ground is for white people. Let's be honest.
Everything is for white people.
Yeah, I mean let's be honest. That's what that is. And then most likely the jury is gonna be white. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. And then unfortunately, this guy gonna be in prison. Now they charge him with like aggravated murder, which is like first degree murder. Do you think that was first degree murder? No. Or do you think that was a lesser it should have been like
manslaughter? If anything, it should have been like manslaughter.
Yeah, but now let me ask you a question. By you saying that do something, it's like you only playing that shit in your head you were gonna do that.
No, I didn't.
No?
No, I didn't. I let you know. You put your hands on me, it's gonna be repercussions for that. I didn't say if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna stab you. I just said don't put your hands on me.
But you had it in your head too. You don't need to.
I had it in my head. You have to prove I had it in my head. Just because I had the knife on me, the knife is for protection. I'm not about to have the protection and don't use the protection, bro. So we're not about to do that. I carried the knife every day because I need protection every day because I walk certain paths to school every day. So I have it on me every day. So stop saying that. It wasn't premeditated because if that was the case, I'd be stabbing niggas every day. You see how that works? You see how that makes sense? It just so happened today, I want to stab a nigga. Not the fact that two big-ass, overgrown teenagers coming to threaten me. Whether I was in the wrong spot or not. They didn't come ask me to move pleasantly. They He talked to me like a nigga and told me to get the fuck. Like I was some sucker ass nigga. No, sir. Not this one. Ain't no security. Ain't nobody out here. Y'all think y'all gonna backdoor me like that? No. Take this with you. Y'all thought y'all had a sweet lick? No, take that. There was no staff or nothing out there. Because if it was, that wouldn't have happened. So miss me with that. He should have went to go get somebody. It was nobody to go get. They knew what they were doing. The twins was on premeditated aggravation. And they was told and they was warned and they did not take heed. That's what the fuck happened. That's the facts. You could twist it and turn it however you want to turn it and say that the nigga had the knife in his book bag and he was already planning to do that. Whatever the case, I don't give a fuck, so what? The same way he was already prepared to defend himself is the same way them twins was already going over there to fuck with him. Both are facts. So how you gonna rule?
I understand. I got you. So even like Ed and Ross got something to say about it. So let's check it out to see what you guys say though. Oh my bad. I don't know if can you hear? What is it? Can you hear anything?
Nah, you ain't playing nothing or nothing.
Hold on, let me see some. Like the video, guys. Hey, just let the people know about this man. Like, do a little promo while I'm looking this shit.
Man, like, share, subscribe, and comment, y'all. Hey, Tim. We'll read Tim jump. If Austin Metcalf and his brother treated Karmelo like a fellow human, he was trying to get out the rain, he would still be alive. That's my point I'm trying to make exactly, Tim. Thank you. Y'all worried about what Karmelo did. He did too much, but wasn't talking about what they did to him first. You don't get to do something to somebody and then determine what they do to you after you done did something to them. They don't work like that.
I get it. And also, guys, like you said, like the video, share it, comment, and everything. We hit $500, man. If you guys want to support us,
$500.
I mean, not 500. My bad. But I'm thinking about money. Bro, I'm thinking about money. I don't know what the fuck am I thinking, man. You know, bro, it's America, man. Dinero.
So we hit $500.
You know what I'm saying? Dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? Green and everything. But if you guys want to donate to the channel, like, bro, you can just you can do super chat right now.
To the channel now. We broke as shit. It would help. You know
I'm telling y'all, man.
We ain't gonna lock the door. We ain't gonna close the doors on y'all until y'all give us $20. We ain't gonna do that to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to be generous offers. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's kind of funny. Bro, yeah, bro. We're not gonna do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all want to donate to the channel, bro, you guys can donate right now. There's a super chat right now.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Definitely, man. So, let's get it. Let's hear what Aiden Ross got to say about this situation.
Bro, I know we don't talk about.
I don't know. Why is this thing not playing?
Politics and more shit like that, but that shit really pissed me off.
Oh, my bad. Right now, bro. Can you hear it now?
Bro. Track me shit. Bro, I know we don't talk about politics and more shit like that, but that shit really pissed me off what's going on in the world right now, bro, with you know who, bro. Track me shit. Bro, I try to bite my tongue nowadays, bro. But like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. How do I not, bro? I have a platform for a reason, bro. I can say whatever the fuck I want. The fuck you mean who? He killed someone, he's out. Like, how the fuck does that work? Like, bro, he's literally like, what? like, what? What do you mean stop? I'm dead serious. He's literally, he stabbed him and he's out. Like, bro, what? Like, what? No, I'm dead, bro. I'm dead, bro. I'm not joking, bro. It doesn't make any sense at all. Y'all saying shut the fuck up? I'm dead serious. I don't give a fuck if people mad at me, bro. I say what I want, bro. That's what streaming's about. If they gonna ban me for opinion, they gotta ban all the other political streamers on Twitch too. Come on, let's be real here. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just being real. Self-defense. Okay, cool. So you would feel comfortable putting your kid in a school with a kid who has a fucking knife in school? Bro, y'all are so stupid, bro. If y'all get bullied in school, tell your teachers or tell your parents. Don't fucking try to kill somebody, bro. Please don't kill anybody. Death is very bad. It's crazy I have to even speak on it. I
mean, after he said that, he also like donated like $10,000 to to the
Yeah, I bet he
family of
would.
the victim.
Yeah, I bet
But
he
now
would.
let me. I disagree. I disagree with a lot. I mean, not everything that he said. He said don't kill people. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody
Absolutely, I
deserves
agree with
to
that.
stop like that. But what I disagree with, we live in the United States. The court system, you have the right to a bond. You cannot say, oh, the guy don't deserve bond. Why is he still out? You got bond. You know what I'm saying? Whether you think it's just for him to get a bond or not, this is America. There's people that kill a lot more people who still got bond. So he has the right to get a bond.
It's a lot of you gotta correct yourself. It's a lot of white people that killed a lot of black people that got out scot-free. Fuck a bond. What are you talking about? A lot of white people that killed a lot of black people that didn't even go to court. Fuck out of here. Then you got the nerve to talk about if you're getting bullied, don't go try to kill somebody, go tell somebody. How about stop the bullying? How about you say that, Aiden? How about you raise awareness and stop the bullying? Instead of telling people not to defend themselves. He wasn't trying to kill that boy. You put your hands on people, you get what you get. Dumbass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently, it's become like a race thing, man.
Absolutely.
Which is it's unfortunate. I don't know where that shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Because all over Twitter, all over social media is white, black, white, black, white, black. You know what I'm saying? It's a black people look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's this is the, you know what I'm saying? This is how I get back after all the shit that y'all done to us. You know what I'm saying? That the first time we got one of you. I think if we want like a society where we all can get along, which I don't think will never happen until we get like different races. That will never happen. You know what I'm saying? Like where people gonna be biased when it comes to their own race. You see what I'm saying? Unfortunately, this is United States. White people they can do whatever the fuck they want to you. The moment that you do it, they feel like, oh, you are the worst person that leave. Just like Tim was saying earlier, this case is technically, I mean, if somebody like Zimmerman can get away with that, what he did after they were telling him to not follow that kid that he shot and killed, this guy got a right to defend himself too. But we gotta understand where we are, and is in Texas. It's a southern state. It's a racist state. The governor over there, like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for him to beat that case when they probably gonna put like 12 jury with white faces. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna judge you. You think they're probably gonna look at this kid, and then what I see most of those like social media, and that's what the news is doing. Whenever they're talking about the kid that died, what they do, they use the picture where he's with his family, where he looks like very like a nice kid, and then the other kid that stabbed him, all you see is his mugshot. But they're trying to like point a picture out like, oh, this guy, look at him, he got a mugshot, is a terrible dude, and then that guy is with his family, everything is cool. In reality, that might not have been who he was. He probably
Exactly.
was a bad person. But like I said, with that's gonna play on people's mind.
Absolutely.
The way, because the media is powerful, man. So I mean, it's all to be seen what's gonna happen with this case, because apparently they said there were a video of the whole situation. I hope there is, so we can see really what really happened, what really happened. Not, oh, I'm white, I'm automatically on this part, or I'm black, I'm automatically on this part. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, last word about that shit, man, and we move on.
Aiden stupid, man. I hope he lose some subscribers after that.
You say you don't give a fuck, so
yeah, he up enough. He shouldn't.
Yeah.
I pray for you, Melo, man.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, I think it's cooked, man. He's gonna find not guilty. I mean, not guilty. He's probably gonna find guilty, which I think 90%. I think he's gonna find guilty, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
I had hope for him at first, but then after talking about this shit, and then after hearing what you had to say, I didn't want to agree with you, but I have no choice but to agree with you. I mean, I don't agree
So
with you, but I agree with you. Like, I don't agree that that's right, but I agree with you as far as I know that that's what they're going to do. You see what I'm saying? I want to make that clear. Like, so I gotta give it to
I
you.
understand.
You got
So
this
he
one.
said like there's a case that happening in Texas, right? Can you read this?
It says they have a current stabbing case in Texas that happened at a school, white versus Mexican. Look up Kaysen Allison versus Joe Ramirez.
It says it's in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it this one? Hold on, let me see. I mean, yo, Tim, man, what do you think? Do you think this guy can get away with it? I know you think it's self-defense. A lot of people think it's self-defense. Most people don't look how he.
We're not talking about what you think. What you think is right or wrong. We asking you what you think the court's going to think. What you think the court's going to
Part of the highly anticipated trial for Kaysen Allison.
Guilty.
Definitely. Because, like you said, most people are gonna be biased. If you're a black person, most likely you're probably gonna say, "Man, this guy was right to do what he was." But you have to use logic, trying to look at it on the court perspective of it. Do you think what he did was the right thing to do? You know what I'm saying? To use deadly force in that situation. Do you think that when he was at the tent and they tell him like, "Bro, this is not your tent. Can you move?" Whether the guy was being like an asshole to him or not, do you think he was supposed to just pack up and leave? Or do you think he was supposed to stand in his ground and then wait for whatever? What do you guys think? You see what I'm saying?
I don't like the way you said that.
Huh?
Oh no, I don't like the way you said that. What you supposed to just stand his ground and do whatever.
Bro, let's check this out. Apparently, this is happening in Texas, so let's check
Part of the highly anticipated trial for Kaysen Allison, who is charged with murder in the stabbing of Joe Ramirez at Belton High School back in May of 2022.
News 10's Isabella Quintanilla was in the courtroom all day today. She joins us now outside the Bell County Justice Center with more from the first day of the trial. Isabella.
Yes, that's right, Lauren and Gordon. The 156th District Court was packed today with families, friends, witnesses, and others, all who have been waiting nearly 3 years to learn the fate of now 21-year-old Kaysen Allison. We first heard from the state prosecutors who are charging Kaysen Allison with murder, saying he was intentionally cutting and stabbing Joe Ramirez, to which Allison pleaded not guilty. His defense attorneys then gave their opening statement implying it was self-defense. Defense attorney Zachary Boyd told the jury, quote, Kaysen was in the fight for his life where he was jumped by 5 friends, end quote. We heard from 5 state witnesses today, including a 911 record custodian, the Belton ISD director of safety.
If that's really the truth, I think I mean, bro, if you were getting jumped by 5 people, I think you have the right to use deadly force in that situation.
Ah, you do,
but,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's 5 people. I don't see. I mean, I think what makes it similar, I think, is because that one is a white kid, and then the other kid that died is a Mexican kid. That's what probably make it. It's race got to do something with it. But when it comes to like this, yeah, because the guy was being jumped. Yeah, he was being jumped by 5 people. If that's what really happened. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Yeah. So it says that case with Kaysen Allison and Joe Ramirez will set legal precedent in the Karmelo. Okay. Yeah. But let's move on to the next topic, man. Bro, okay. What do you think, man? This is a new beef going on, bro. Who would have thought that shit?
What they beefing?
Huh? Bro, who would have thought that that 2025 is something else, man? Now we got King James, LeBron James is beefing with none other than Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? So Kevin Gates decided And yes, this guy is a talker, man. He's always talking shit, talking about everything and anything. So he decided to put out a video and then decided to talk about LeBron James and his wife. So here's what he had to say about them. So let's check it out right now.
We're just looking at like couples and people in the league. And we was talking about how LeBron do the little handshake with Savannah.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe I noticed shit that people don't notice. But I'm like, they was like talking about, what if you had LeBron money? I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play with him? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like when soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh. They be dicked out. But it's like I noticed when he go do the handshake with.
Your point so far, man. What you think?
I don't know. That's his personal opinion.
Look,
You know
man.
what
I think the nigga is talking bullshit.
I
I'm
know.
gonna telling you, this nigga is talking bullshit right now. This nigga said, "Oh, I don't like the way LeBron's wife is looking at him. I like the way them white." No, let me finish. I don't like.
Go ahead.
I like the way them white bitches is looking at LeBron. Bro, you gotta understand. This woman been married to this guy for over 20 years since they were in high school. You never heard one time, have you, where this woman talk shit about LeBron James in the media? You never hear anything terrible about this woman, about, you know what I'm saying, in the media? You never heard no scandal.
Absolutely.
You never heard nothing. But if you're trying to compare her to them white bitches, man, they're trying to, bro, they're probably looking at this nigga, man, this is a paycheck. I can have him fuck me a little bit, and then contact, let me finish, and contact Busby and put a case on his ass. You see what I'm saying? But it's two different situation, man. I think this guy is, because I mean now he's with Brittany, right? He's probably Kevin Gates, Brittany Renner. He's with Brittany Renner right now.
Lord,
so that's what I'm saying. You cannot talking about a nigga that's been married for over 20 years with his wife, and then you with a well-known thought. Just because the bitch decided to be a fucking Muslim right now, don't make her better than LeBron James' wife, man.
But nobody said
bro,
that.
You forgot who you with, bro?
Nobody. Oh dang, you talking to Kevin? Bro,
I'm not talking to you, man.
No, I know. I'm just saying, bro. I don't think he was
Go ahead.
serious. It's Kevin Gates, bro. He wasn't serious about that shit. That ain't no beef, bro. I honestly think that was a joke.
Yeah, but what? Okay, what's joke, bro? Look, man, it might be a joke, but you're talking about the guy and the wife.
Huh?
You're talking about the guy wife.
That's what Kevin Gates do. That's his personality. The bitches. That's what he do. I'm surprised. Well, he went through his own shit, so I guess he over that. But it's entertainment, bro. He ain't beefing with that man or nothing. It's just some shit to talk about. That's all. It ain't no real beef or nothing like that. That man was being funny when he said that shit, in my personal opinion. And I could be wrong, but in my personal opinion, I think that shit was just fun and games for the internet. As people doing now.
Let's keep going.
The main player on his team, which is that, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like, I'm the greatest player in the world. One of them. Like top 5, top 10, I'm one of them. And I'm in the playoffs. And you act like the warden of the jail. Like you came here to police me. Like you ain't, like, you not dicked out like these white women just dicked out about me in here. Like, so, like, I couldn't do it.
You see, this nigga is the type of nigga that's people that you don't really know the value of a relationship. Like I said before, man, those white bitches, they're not looking at you just because they want to build you as a black man. This woman builds this nigga, man. What he
I agree
was
with
making
you.
the money, but he was supporting the nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you see the kids, you never see like the kids in like I mean, the only one time you heard the kid when one of them was caught smoking weed. You never heard nothing else about the kids. You never heard like bro, you never heard no cheating scandal, nothing. We know LeBron James cheated. We probably imagine. But and I'm pretty sure she know that too. But she know her role. She never come online talking shit about the nigga. This is the black woman that we all want, right? And then she's been that to the nigga. Now you're talking about white women this, white women that. This is a sellout nigga, bro.
Oh shit. Damn, Kevin.
Whether you take he's joking or not, I don't look at it like he's joking because he's talking about the woman look. This woman is beautiful. Savannah is beautiful. Whether you think she's not or not, this woman is beautiful, and then you can see the femininity on her and her. I see it. Do you?
Yes, I do.
So why is he talking about her look? And then you got Brittany Renner in the background laughing like it's... You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you cannot talk about the way another man look at the wife when everybody know the woman that you're dating is a non-thought. Just because she put a hijab on her head now, cover her hair, don't make her like holy. And then the moment that she left your ass or the relation don't work out, she probably gonna write a book about you, just like she did about the other young nigga that she was dating. The young nigga that she got kid by. You see what I'm saying? So LeBron James responded to him. So let's check out what LeBron James said about him. Let's check it out. So this is what LeBron James said. I don't know if you can you read it? So LeBron James said kings don't concern themselves with opinion of peasants. Where do you said where to next, queen? What does that mean?
Where to next?
Let's get it.
Where we going? Where's the next?
Oh, where to? Okay. I see. I mean, what do you think? I mean, you think like it was okay for LeBron James to respond to him, or do you think he should have just left? Or do you think like he was? Do you think he was Savannah, his wife, that was saying, man, you cannot let this fuck nigga, you know what I'm saying, with his tattoo in his face, looking like a clown, talking shit about me like that?
Who knows? But he has every right to respond as a man.
Yeah.
They're already calling him soft. He better. Next thing you know, that's almost like a call. He could take that as like a call out of him trying to go at Savannah on the low. So yeah, you gotta address that. You don't got enough to fuck with her, champ. She get whatever she want fucking with me. You can't provide her with a quarter of what I can give her. Stop what you doing. Where we going next, babe?
Right.
Can't get no Max Perpin in that. And he hit him with the queen. He said, man said kings don't concern themselves with peasants. Damn.
Yeah, man. I mean, bro, you talk about another nigga, bro. Like what the nigga wife. You know what I'm saying? And make it seem like the woman is ugly or the woman is not supposed to. Bro, we can, if the woman if she's acting a certain way in public, it's like we might thinking about something that it's not, because this woman never embarrassed this nigga one time. This nigga been famous for over 20 years. Nobody never heard like the woman, bro. Nowadays with social media, bitches is looking for clout. She's not. She's not.
And not only that, nowadays, especially nowadays, it's hard as shit to please a bitch. So if LeBron is getting cheeks on the side, he handling his business too, because ain't none of them bitches saying shit, even though he got the money for them not to say shit. I'm just saying.
Right. You know what I think?
Everyone's
because
happy.
most bitches nowadays.
Like, bitch, don't say shit to Savannah, huh? Take $2 million. Go sit the fuck down somewhere, bitch.
Right. You know why I say that? Most bitches nowadays, right? LeBron James been with this woman for over 20 years. If he cheated on her, which I think it is, you think it is, of course, you know what I'm saying?
He's a man.
She could just divorce him and take half of his shit just because they've been married so long and got all them kids. She's still there.
Because she understands the nature of a man.
She understands it. You as a man, you should respect a woman like that, right?
Absolutely, no question.
Not a white woman that looking at you like, oh, you therefore is like, okay, jump and put some dick in her guts. Bro, let fucking Jonathan Major tell you about them. Jonathan Major know these people very well. Look at his career right now. You're talking about white women like they are like, I don't know what the fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Some black people are just sell out, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
after
Why you laughing?
I mean, I'm just laughing because this shit is crazy, bro. So after
Oh,
LeBron James said what he said, this nigga had to respond. So here's what he said.
Oh shit, they're going back and forth, so it is a beef. Can't hear it.
You can hear?
Mm-mm.
So you can hear?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my bad. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Sorry, people.
Oh no.
You say you can hear?
No, you can't.
What about now? Can you hear now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yeah.
You cannot hear this?
No, I can't hear that. I can hear you. The video playing, but ain't no sound coming with it.
I don't know why. Hold on, give me 1 second. I don't know why, man. Give me 1 second, people. That's weird. Like the video, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear?
I can hear you, yeah, but just not the video. We ain't gonna be able to hear. It's probably just
I don't know why.
Go on. We'll just skip it because we ain't got time to just keep trying to play it. It ain't working.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I mean, he just responded and then like standing on his ground saying, you know what I'm saying, the same shit that he was
Same
saying,
thing.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he felt bad for LeBron James because his wife not looking at him like he's God or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas need to mind their own business, man. You think like somebody like LeBron James, if this woman wasn't doing what she was supposed to do, you think he would have been with her for that long, bro? When every bitch is want him.
Publicity stunt to keep his name relevant for a little while.
Yeah, man. I mean, bro, look, man. There's some people that don't deserve to talk about people's relationship when you deserve a well-known, when you're dating a well-known whore.
Theatrical thoughts.
This is the same woman that was in a fucking podcast with her panties out, like twerking on Charleston White, a nigga that's 50 years old.
Like shit, and that was not too long ago.
Yes.
Crazy.
And then the bitch woke up one day and said, man, I'm a Muslim now. Put a fucking hijab in my head up, and then you fall for that shit.
This is sacred.
And then she's walking like she's walking like with her head down, talking whatever you take she's the best woman that's ever like walked on the planet. Are you crazy, nigga?
Excuse me.
But leave the king out of your situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's
Nah,
King
for
James. Yeah, man, bro. Look, this is
Barking up the wrong tree right now.
This is one black person because look, all them athletes, man, you always hear a lot of shit about them. You know what I'm saying? Even Michael Jordan, there was one time they were talking about like how he was addicted to gambling, all type of shit. LeBron James is one nigga you never heard anything bad about him. You know what I'm saying? He support black people. He build school for black people. You know what I'm saying? He do something.
I feel you.
So you cannot talk some shit. You trying to like throw the nigga out. Go ahead.
I was about to say he almost got away scot free. His name was buzzing around in that Diddy shit though for a little bit.
Man, it's black people, man. They're trying to talk shit about the nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to, you know how that shit work, man. They're trying to put him in that situation. Because they're trying to put dirt in his name. That's what it is. Okay, so let's move on, man. Shout out to Braun and his wife, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
is the I mean, I think that would be the not the last. I think that would be the before the last subject. Guys, like the video. If you're watching right now, you can
Subscribe,
donate,
comment,
man. You
and
can donate. You know what I'm
donate.
saying? Yeah, I can donate, bro. $1, $10, $500, bro. Yeah, I can donate
Close the
right now. So
doors. I said close the doors.
I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I don't know if you bro, what's going on with your boy Shannon, man? This nigga has been
Yeah,
sued.
what's up with that,
Um
man? I
it's a
ain't hear
whole
about
messy
that one.
situation. I don't know if let me see if I can pull this shit up. Okay, so give me one sec. I'm pulling that situation up right now for you guys. Where I can look? I'm looking for TMZ. Oh, that's true. Just some people's time. So here's what's going on, right? So apparently Shannon Sharp was at a gym, right? He was at a gym. He was like a weight loss type of like gym. You know what I'm saying? And then there was this woman that was 20 years old, right? And then he struck a conversation with her, and then she said that he pursued her for a long time until she gave in, and then they decided to go into like a consensual. What's how you say this word? Consensual.
Consensual, yeah.
Yeah, consensual relationship. Everything was good until the nigga is starting acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Starting like going crazy on her, put hands on her, talking shit to her, and then she also alleged that one time she was hanging out with him, and then he said I mean they were arguing and shit, and then he was talking shit about her, and then she decided to try to share her location, and then he grabbed her and then say, if you do that, I'm gonna kill you. And then she said there were a gun in the room when he said that.
That don't even sound like Shay. That don't sound like Shay.
I mean,
Do you believe that? Not Shay. That's the
so I mean I don't
man
know.
coming
Can
for
you?
him.
I think we need to read this thing.
Not Shay.
Can you read this? Maybe that will make more
No,
sense
it's too.
because I don't really know the real story. You think it's too small? Let me see if I can zoom in for you. My bad. Hold on. Zoom. What about now?
You can't make it like the full screen. You ain't gotta see us for us to read.
Oh yeah, full
Oh,
screen. Okay, yeah, my bad. My bad. There you go.
yeah. NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp has been accused of rape and sexual assault in a lawsuit filed by women in Nevada State Court. The plaintiff, who is suing under the name of Jane Doe, of course, alleges that Sharp 56, who now works for ESPN, raped her on multiple occasions. Oh my God. Over the course of nearly, oh my God, 2 years rocky consensual relationship, according to the complaint obtained by People. Two women allege that Sharp also recorded their sexual encounters without, oh my God, now this, I don't believe this, without her
No.
consent and shared their recordings with others. A woman can say yes to consensual sexual relationships with a man 9 times, but when she says no even once, that means no. The complaint states, defendant Shannon Sharp, a man who is accustomed to getting what he wants, completely fails to understand this basic concept. The woman, now a Nevada resident, says that she met Sharp when she was 22 years old in the gym of Los Angeles in 2023. She claims, what was that? Hold on, time out. The woman, now in Nevada resident, says that she met Shannon Sharp when she was 22 old in the gym in Los Angeles in 2023. She claims he made multiple advances toward her and subsequent visits to the gym before the complaint says she eventually gave in. Sharp allegedly asked the woman to sign a non-disclosure agreement before she could meet up with him, but dropped the request after she pushed back, the lawsuit states. The lawsuit encounters a subsequent alleged incident during which she claimed Sharp became violent with her and threatened to kill her after she showed up late to his home. He demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on his schedule at his command whenever he called, the suit alleges. In 2024, both Sharp and the plaintiff each individually moved to Nevada. The suit references the time in September 2024. Sharp says he mistakenly began live streaming himself on Instagram, having sex with a woman. That plaintiff states that this encounter was with another woman and that she was humiliated by the incident and began to pull away from Sharp. Oh, shit. The plaintiff claims that Sharp subsequently began flooding her phone with calls, prompting her to leave Nevada frequently, according to the lawsuit. The suit then describes...
Stop right here, bro. Stop right here. Stop right here, bro. I think this case is bullshit, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what? This case is totally bullshit. You asked me a question. I will tell you why it's bullshit. But I'm gonna answer your question when you said that. Oh, do you think that he grabbed her and tell her like not to share her location? I believe he did that. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah,
I believe he did. Yeah, I believe she probably was acting crazy, and then that happened in Los Angeles. You know how many people died in Cali because bitches decided to share their location. One of them is who? PNB Rack. When he died, that's what was going around, right? The bitches he was fucking with, like share a location and then they pull up in him. Yeah, but even though that was not the case, but there's a situation like that, bitches like share a location with their homeboys or homegirls, and then they pull up, they're trying to rob the nigga, he die. I believe he did that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole, when she said, oh, he did this, he did that to me, I don't believe it. I believe that the nigga probably say, you know what, I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. And then she was young. She probably said, oh, man, I didn't get nothing from that relationship. None. This is the only way I can get something with it. Trying to accuse the nigga of doing something. Because most people probably gonna look at this nigga, you weird. How you 50 years old and then dating a 22-year-old woman? What do you think?
I can see that. But I don't believe nothing that bitch say. It don't even sound right.
I mean, you can give your opinion on why you don't believe that.
Because Shannon don't seem like that type that do none of that shit.
I mean, you cannot. No, bro, I don't like when you say this. You can give your opinion. You can say what this is by what you read. You can give your own opinion based on what you read, but you cannot look at a person and say you don't seem like that. Look, bro. You cannot look at a person and say you don't seem. Yeah. No, you cannot do that.
Yes, I can.
No. You have to look at what you just read. You just read it. The way you read it.
Look at what I just read because that's not facts. That's her side of the story.
No. So that's the reason why. No. Look. That's where I get it from. The way I say I don't believe it. Because her side.
That's what I'm saying. So what's the
difference? But you just say he's not the type of person. You don't know the nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You understand, or do you not get it?
No, I understand. But what's the difference in me saying I don't believe it because he don't seem like the type of person versus you saying you don't believe her because she's young and she's dumb and she's just trying to get some money? What's the difference?
No. The reason why, this is what I'm trying
What's
to.
the difference?
Bro, I'm trying to give you the answer, bro.
Okay.
She said that. Oh, I don't know if when you read it, you said she walked away from him when the video that Shannon Sharp posted on Instagram claimed that he was an accident, him having sex, fucking another chick. That's when she decided to walk away from it. And then she said, oh, I felt so embarrassed. Bro, nobody knew who we were.
Absolutely.
You were behind the scenes. So why would you feel embarrassed, like making it seem like, oh, everybody know it cheated on you, right? That to me looks a little like suspicious. And I think she used that opportunity to make the whole case. You see what I'm saying? So she can. And then I do believe because of that incident, he probably said, man, I don't want to fuck with you anymore. And then she probably, like I said, she look at it, bro. I didn't get nothing from that. All I get some good back shots. You see what I'm saying? Nothing else. And then that was a
Why
millionaire.
they always gotta be abusive though?
Say that again.
Why they always gotta be abused and get fucked up?
But here's what you don't understand.
That's the basic story.
This is, I'm pretty sure this woman is a white woman. This is a big black NFL nigga, man. Bro, you don't mind games?
I didn't even think what race it was, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, we all can imagine
I didn't
this
even
is,
think
bro.
what race.
I can bet my life, man. That was a white bitch. First of all, not many black women go to the gym anyway. So
I don't. Damn. I can. Damn.
Bro, look, man, we don't see, bro. You don't see how many of our women like the way they look.
That was the Christmas comeback you ever had. That was like accurate. Damn,
bro. That's what I'm telling you. I can bet my life, man. This bitch was a white bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what I'm saying, bro. These people don't like. She's a white bitch. She said, "Oh, abusive." Everybody gonna look at it, man. Like they're gonna feel pity for her because she probably a tiny little chick, white chick. And then you got this big ass, big foot, you know what I'm saying? Big leg, big hands, nigga. That was like crushing nigga in the field back in the day, in the 90s and the early 2000s. And then everybody gonna feel bad for her. When she was lying all the time. She is sharp. Huh?
Ain't nobody make you take that dip. You took it on your own. And you over 21, so we don't feel sorry for you. You're a grown ass woman.
Yeah, but look, I agree with you. I agree with you. But most people are there say, "Man, you're weird. Why are you going after a 22-year-old woman?"
Because I like young women. She's grown though. Give a fuck how old she is. She's grown. She's not a baby.
I agree.
She gotta be grown. She gotta be welcomed into the world at some point. Why not be by a wealthy ex-athlete? At least I can do something for her. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Timothy said that she wanted to get pregnant by Shannon, but wouldn't smash without a condom. So she's trying to get her money the Cassie way.
Damn.
I mean, that could be the truth, bro. Look, like you said earlier, Shannon Sharp doesn't say anything. This is what she said. This is her story, but I can see the cracks in her story. You know what I'm saying? And then plus,
who's talk about this? You probably the first one to talk about this. You the first one to talk about this?
No, there's many people that the case broke today. Actually, like literally today. But I saw it online, and so I think it's today or yesterday, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like she say, he say. He didn't say nothing yet, but that's what she said. But I can see the crack in the story, and I can see why she can just come with a story like that, make it seem like the nigga was doing all this to her. There's no need for that. You see what I'm saying? But we can. And then the nigga, the lawyer, we know who the lawyer, Tony Busby.
Yeah, he done lost.
Was a well-known bro.
But I heard he lost his license. He didn't even have a license. He's not even supposed to be doing that shit. That's what I heard.
Nah, that's not true.
That was
he didn't
cap?
lose his license. He wasn't cap. He was cap. Jay-Z say he's going after him for. Her. I say her. Him for. I don't know, the lawsuit that he put.
He did go after him, and I thought they said he won. I thought they said that whole time he wasn't even supposed to be, or that was fake news. He wasn't even supposed to be
fake news.
Doing no lawyer shit.
The thing he hasn't gone to court yet.
Oh,
he's been sued, but he hasn't. The case dropped.
Fake news is
the
real.
Sexual assault, the sexual assault case that he and then the other woman that's lie on Jay-Z put on Jay-Z. The case got dropped, right? But Jay-Z kind of sued him for millions of dollars for the defamation of character and all type of shit. But that case hasn't been settled or hasn't been gone to court too. So it's all to be seen. But as we know, I think he's gonna lose the case because he dropped the case because the woman acknowledged that she lied and she acknowledged that the Tony Busby law firm pressured her to lie on Jay-Z. So this nigga is not the first time of pressuring people to lie so he can go after rich people. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why a lot of people are like saying, man, this shit is bullshit. Just because of who the lawyer is, Tony Busby. And then Clint, mind you too, it just came out that ESPN was supposed to resign Shannon Sharp for $1 million. I mean, not 1 million, $100 million. Do you think
For
like,
real?
yeah, for him $100 million? Do you think that maybe that has something to do with it? You see
Hell
him,
yeah.
oh, you're gonna make all this money, man. I might as well go after something. What do you
Yeah,
think?
100 million make you give you some ideas, won't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, you can get that 100 million, then you gonna just use and abuse me, and I ain't getting nothing out of there. Hell yeah, let me slap this on your ass. It's not gonna stick though, baby girl. You tried it. And somebody told her to do that. She ain't even come up with that on her own. Somebody put that in her ear.
Yeah, she probably, bro, look, man, you know how that shit work, man. Her friend probably said, bro, you were dating a multi-millionaire. So the nigga left you, you didn't get nothing, not even like a car? Nothing? All you get was dick, black dick? Ah, but no, you playing the game the wrong way. Bro, go after that nigga. Say the nigga do this, the nigga do that to you.
And it's not.
Who do you go to make that shit stick? Tony Bosby.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's all to be seen. Like I said, Shannon Sharp hasn't said anything about it. Do you think that ESPN gonna like? I mean, I think ESPN probably not gonna drop him, but they're probably gonna suspend him because they're gonna suspend him. Yeah, they will.
I don't think so.
Bro, most people that been, bro, you gotta understand.
If they suspended, then that mean they think
even like those. No, that's not true. Because these people,
they're gonna suspend them even though they don't believe it's true. They still
even like
Wow.
most athletes. I'm telling you, like you gotta let me try to explain to you. Many other athletes, many other people that's working in those big corporation, whenever you get accused of doing something like that, they're gonna like suspend you. They're not gonna fire you, but they're gonna make you sit down until that shit is settled down, because they don't want to go. Huh?
They ain't do that to Jay-Z though.
Jay-Z own his shit.
Huh?
Jay-Z own all his shit.
I'm talking about when he was working with the NFL.
I mean,
they didn't drop him when he got accused of that shit, so that's not true.
I mean, everybody can look at this case see like, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And then it's Jay-Z too.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's Jay-Z too. I think they're probably gonna suspend him until that shit is like settled. Because if they don't do that, he's gonna have to come and explain that shit.
He gonna come explain it regardless.
On air. Yeah, it's going.
Is.
No,
It's a
I don't
podcast.
think he's gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna do that.
He got to, bro.
No. This is what you don't understand. But when you get accused of doing something like that, it's always smart not to say anything about it. Let your lawyer handle it. But if you working for CNN, not CNN or ESPN, they're gonna force you to talk about that shit like that, because most people that's watching you, they know you've been accused of doing some shit like that. So to avoid talking about it, it's either they put you in timeout until you figure that shit out, and then after everything is said and done, and then you can come back, I think.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So let's just say hypothetically that did happen and he was put in that situation and they did what you said and they suspend him or whatever or however. You think he's not going to talk about it on Club Shay Shay?
Say that again, my bad. I got lost a little bit.
I said, let's say that happens.
That
they whatever, and they suspend him until they figure out what's going on. You think he's not going to talk about that on his own Club Shay Shay?
I don't think he's gonna talk about it. It's probably gonna say it's probably gonna touch it, but it's not gonna go deep in it. It's not gonna explain anything, because this is it's not a smart way to say it, to talk about it. Whenever you've been accused of doing something that heinous and then you're a public figure, and you gotta understand, anything that you say, people are gonna trying to like twist that shit a certain way. The better thing to do is let your lawyer do the talk, just like Jay-Z did. Jay-Z never come forward say anything about that case. His lawyer handled that shit and then he beat that shit. and then find out where all the lies that she was telling, and then like show that she was lying. His lawyer do that. But when you come talk about that shit, you're probably gonna say, yeah, I was in a relationship with her. You said something you were not supposed to say. And then the reason why I think ESPN gonna discipline him is because, let's say that shit go to court, he found guilty. Now do you know who's gonna get the backlash? ESPN. Because they're gonna say, you know, the nigga was accused of doing some shit like that, you still kept him here anyway. You understand? It's gonna be a backlash for ESPN. So to avoid that, it's suspend him for a little bit until that shit is resolved. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I think it is. It's not because they think he did it. It's because it's a private business, man. You're just a worker, and then you've been accused of doing something heinous. So they don't want to lose business. You're a worker. If you're a danger to our business, man, like sit down a little bit. Because they don't want the backlash if you messed up and lose the case. They're gonna say, oh, no, I'm not gonna watch ESPN because you hire like woman beater. You hire abuser. You hire men that rape women. You see what I'm saying? All type of shit. So yeah, man. I mean, do you think you should talk about it? Like in your if you're a lawyer, you think if you're his lawyer, you'll tell him like to talk about it in his show, Nightcap?
If you're innocent.
Why would you you're his lawyer? Why would you tell him that? It's not
You're not
smart,
a lawyer.
don't you think? If you were, I'm telling you.
If you're innocent, I don't see why not. I can only see you incriminating yourself if you're guilty. If you're innocent, you can't incriminate yourself.
That's not true.
Because that is true, bro.
No, that's not true. Because you were in a relationship with the woman.
It doesn't matter,
you probably
bro.
Look. Let me explain to you. To you. She said that you probably, because you were in a relation. If you talk about everything, you're probably gonna explain to the people how you were having sex with her. She said you were having sex with her when she didn't want to. You're gonna have to explain the situation too. Depending on how you explain it, people are gonna interpret it a certain way. So to avoid that is not to talk about it at all. You don't see that?
No.
Well,
if somebody tell lies on me, I'm gonna address that shit. She lying. I never forced her.
You nobody. You nobody.
Her to do. I'm Shannon Sharp. Do I look like I'm forcing anybody to do anything that they want? That they don't want. I am Shannon Sharp. Honestly.
You were Diddy. You were Diddy. No. Let me finish. You were Diddy. You're a multi-billionaire. You got everything. You can get any woman that you wanted to.
Absolutely. You got replaced.
Did it look like he was somebody that could have done that? Probably not. Most people probably not. But he did.
No. Diddy was. Because they was talking about Diddy for 20 plus years. So that's a different story.
Bro, there's niggas that doing shit in the background that you don't know, man. It's what you don't understand. There's some people that can sell you.
You're right. We don't know, bro. That's the whole thing. We don't know. They was talking about this nigga, so we knew for 20 years he was doing that. We don't know Shannon Sharp for doing that, so we can't put that on his name. We don't know. They've been talking about this nigga for 30 years of him doing the same fuck gay ass shit. So we know. That's two different situations, bro. You knew. You just chose not to look. Stop what you doing, bro. That's not the same situation. You're not about to play them like they equal. No, they
Look,
not.
man, it's what I'm telling you, bro. You cannot look at a person just because the nigga was. I'm not saying he's doing, because I don't want you to think, or anybody to think I'm saying he did it. I just said I don't think he did it, in my opinion.
Bro, we all
let me finish, bro. Let me.
Guilty or he innocent. We all judging somebody.
Bro, you gotta let me make my point, though.
I am gonna let you make the point, but you're making this thing like, just because you're saying that you don't believe him, and I'm saying that I do believe him, and that we both, one of us is wrong. We're both judging.
Bro, I never said I don't believe him. I said I believe he's innocent. I said that. That's what I said. I just told you I believe she's lying. No, but I'm telling you, you cannot look at his face just because his face, just because the person that is been sold you for all those damn years, and then say, oh, just because of that. Bro, there's people that's been a serial killer. Their wife never know they were a serial killer for 10 years, 20 years. and then they've been sleeping next to that woman for years. If the wife tell you, bro, I never know the nigga was going out at night like killing people, raping. There's been cases like that.
She probably really didn't.
That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm telling. There's some people that can hide some shit you never know. They can sell you. It's a public figure. They can sell you something that is
you're right,
totally
but
different.
that's what the
So you
difference is. The difference in that scenario, that bullshit that you tried to run. Yeah, a regular average Joe can do that. Not a public figure, ex-player that the world knows. You can't have a double life like that. You can't be killing people at night, eating people.
No, it's an example I'm giving you.
No,
it's
I'm giving you. You're saying you're making it seem like the way you're saying it. You can't put that on. You can't say that you don't know he would do. You don't know him.
That's what I'm saying. You said
you know him. Everybody knows him. So you can't just go around killing people at night. You can't live a double life like that. No, you can't just go around raping people. No, you can't do. You can't live a double life like that. You're famous. Diddy did it because he was doing low life shit, promising people who never had shit of a successful life and was using people. He was doing that in his field, and he was known for doing that for 30 years. Nobody wanted to address it because he was too powerful, and anybody that came up with proof ended up dead. That's how that happened, or lost their career, or ended up sick and stroked out or something. Anybody that ever speak on Diddy, something happened to them. That's how that happened, because that's what power does for you. That is something totally different than a regular motherfucker who got a wife that's in the house with the kids. And white people don't really got to address white people, their wife don't be worried about where the fuck they husband at. They know their husband coming home, so they don't give a fuck about what they doing. White people get so much privilege to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They can kill whatever they want to do and come back home. Yeah, they can live double lives. Most of them are. Most of them are living double lives.
Yeah. Okay, so Tim said that Shannon messed up by letting a 22-year-old woman eat his 50-year-old ass, then dump her without paying her off. Yeah.
I agree with him.
Look.
You got to pay how you weigh. You can't do that. You know better. You should know better, Shannon. You should know better. Yeah. That's
what I'm saying. A lot of these people, but the funny thing is, usually it's only black men who find themselves in that situation.
Absolutely.
That's what I give earlier. I was giving Braun a lot of respect, bro. They would like to put something like that on Braun. They would like that, but the nigga is smart. The nigga been with his woman. You know what I'm saying? You never heard some shit like that. But them other niggas, man, they like the milk so much. That's all they want to drink. The milk. Yeah. That's why they want to, you know what I'm saying? A nigga like, bro, I'm not a good looking nigga too. You know what I'm saying? Say sharp, you got money. You probably think, oh shit, man, I want to make some light skin. You know, bro, I want to like, you know that shit go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, man. Black people will never learn, bro. Black men will never learn. They will never learn. It's a trap, man. Whenever you have money like that as a black man, all they do is send you a little white chick that acting innocent. That's not innocent. Acting, like I said. And then you think you got the best thing on earth. Lies, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That bitch was probably sent to
she's planning you. She's plotting on you. You know what I'm saying? And then the moment you're not acting the way you're supposed to act, and then he put some case in your ass, who's gonna judge you? The United States of KKK?
Damn.
So, can you read this?
It says Shannon Sharp podcast contract is about to expire. He is negotiating $100 million plus new deal. That's why the Tony Busby trying to shake him down right now.
I believe that too. Like I said, I think that's a part of it. I think it's because the money that he's making. And then because of that, ESPN not gonna go through with that contract if that shit is on his name.
Yeah,
bro.
now I see what you mean now.
Yeah, they're not gonna, bro. Your shit about to be expired, and then you got a sexual allegation in your back. bro, fuck out of here, bro. You're not. You're gonna need to keep doing like Club Shay Shay and you know what I'm saying, and nightcap. Yeah, I mean, what next? What do you think is gonna happen, bro? Do you think he's gonna settle that shit? Because it's gonna.
No.
Because if you were to fight it, no. The reason why I
He's
say
gonna
that.
look guilty.
Yeah, no, but here's what I'm saying. The reason why I say that, you don't know how long it's gonna take if he decided to fight it. How long it's gonna take for him
He
to
got
go
the
to
money to
court
fight
and
it.
fight this shit?
He
No,
got it.
it's not about the money. It's not about the money. Listen carefully. It's not about the money. He got the money, I know. Because if he gets suspended by ESPN, how long? If you decide to fight it, how long is gonna take? It's probably gonna take years.
He got it.
Yeah, but if you, bro, what about the 100 million? That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
You
Look,
get there when you get after this. Fix this shit first and then get to the 100 million. 100 million is there. You got to prove that you didn't do this shit. So if you didn't do this shit, you're going to prove it. No matter how long it takes, the 100 million is there. Then it's going to be 200 million when they realize that they fucked up and she was lying. So it's not going to be 100 million. It's going to be 100 million plus. So it doesn't matter. If you didn't do nothing, you don't have nothing to worry about. The money is there already.
I guess.
That don't make sense?
Yeah.
You was already rich before you did that. I'm pretty sure you got more than 20 million right now that you got access to, that you can live off of and fight that shit until, come on, bruh. Then you got the 100+ million and you still doing your 2 other podcasts. You all right. You got it to fight. Don't let nobody play with your name like you got too much money to be. No, you don't play with my name. And then when you find out she lying, you sue her ass and give her the same time that you would have got if you, man, hell yeah, fuck you, man. We not going like that no more. This is 2025, niggas. We standing up for ourselves. We're not settling. Not playing with our name like that. Because if I settle, then that still be like jobs and shit looking at me different. That could fuck up my sales and shit, fuck up my subscriptions and shit, because motherfuckers gonna think I really probably did something. Like, nah, fuck no. Absolutely not. We gonna hold that 100 million. You gonna suspend me until we figure this shit out? Okay.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing, though. Shannon Sharp actually put out a statement, and then he also put the woman names out there too, because she came out as a gender.
Ah, see, yeah.
Can you do that?
I don't know, but obviously,
do you think it's legal to do that?
I don't know. But hold on, time out before you say something.
Yeah.
It can't be. It could be illegal. Hold on, time out. So it could be legal for her to be a John Doe and file the suit as a John Doe. But it's illegal for me because I know who it is that's filing it, because I know who I was dealing with, to expose her.
No.
Absolutely not.
I always think it's crazy. Somebody can accuse me of doing something and then hide behind
John Doe.
John Doe. But
name.
at the same time, I can understand that why they do that when it comes to a celebrity, because you gotta understand the celebrity might not.
Oh yeah.
They might not gonna do nothing to you, right?
Shit. Yeah.
Right. So they might not gonna do a lot of things to you, but they got a lot of right. So that's what I think. Usually what it is.
That probably wasn't the best move to do. Damn.
But he put her name out there. So her name is Gabriela Zuniga. That sounds like a what is this name?
That's the best way you can read it. Fuck it.
Let me see if I can Google it. Bro, let me see if I can Google this. Maybe we can see a picture of her. Gabriela. Oh, my bad. Gabriela Zuniga, right? Hold on. Is that her?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hold on. I'm not sure.
Probably be putting that makeup on. Probably be transforming for his ass. Some bitches be looking good with makeup and horrible without it.
My bad, people. I messed up. Hold on.
Oh, that wasn't her?
No. Hold on. I messed up. I'm trying to pull up this thing. Is that her? I'm not sure.
If that's her, I see why she did that shit. You was a pump and dump, bitch. Fuck wrong with you. Call you over to get the head
But
from
you
time
gotta
to time,
understand.
bitch. Fuck wrong with
You
you.
gotta
We
you
wasn't in
gotta
no
understand.
relationship consensually, nigga. I call you to suck my dick from time to time, bitch. Fuck what's wrong with you? Once I get out the gym, you clean me up. Fuck wrong with you, bitch? You ain't no motherfucker, ain't no consensual relationship, bitch. You a
He
young
said
bitch that thought
that's
you
what
was
I'm
about to
saying.
come
The
up.
name hold on. The name sounds African. Zuniga it sounds African. But at the same time, hold on. The name do really sounds African, to be honest with you. That's what I was thinking. This is what Tim said. Tim said the name is African. Give me 1 second. What I'm doing? I'm tripping today, man. Yeah, he says it's African, but this woman. Let me put Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp. Oh, that's her. That's her. This is the hold on. Let me show you right now. This is the woman.
Oh yeah, she bad.
That's
Oh yeah,
her.
she looked like she put that suit on his ass. Yeah, she look like she doing a money grab.
Yeah. So this is the woman. What is she? She look biracial, right? Like Tim said. What do you think
She
she
might
is?
be biracial.
She looks like she's African and mixed with something. Because the last name is definitely an African name. She probably like mixed with some you know what I'm saying? Oh, she might be Ethiopian too.
She bad though.
Yeah. So this is the woman. Do you want to read what Shannon Sharp said?
What is that?
There you go. I don't know if you can see it.
I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke it with me while you're fucking me.
No. Read what he said. This lawsuit is all the way. This lawsuit. Yeah.
This lawsuit filed by
Filed. Yeah.
filed by Gabriella Zoinga and orchestrated by the attorney Tony Busby is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Shannon for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. In her efforts to extract a large financial settlement, Mrs. Zoinga presented Mr. Sharp with a secret recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray as a consensual act as non-consensual. Miss Zoinga has refused to provide the copy of the full edited version of the recording to Mr. Sharp's legal team. That's crazy. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Mrs. Zoinga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharp that clearly indicates the nature of the relationship was consensual and the sexual nature, and in many cases, initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek. That what she said? $25,000 per cheek? Is that what that say, bro?
Yeah. I mean, what? Hold on. Let me. Okay. 25,000 for a cheek. It is. What is? Like booty? Right? Is that booty cheek or what is it?
Damn.
Is that? Oh, is that what? Is that? I'm tripping. Is that really?
Yes. Look. That's how you spell cheeks last I seen. What the fuck?
25,000 per cheek, as quoted above her text. I mean, this is extortion if that's the case, man. I mean, huh?
Damn, Shannon.
Hey, man. Look, you got this light-skinned bitch, man. Like, hey, man, $25 the left cheek, $25 the right cheek. What the fuck you mean, man? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then you see the way like Shannon Sharp was going crazy on IG Live when he was fucking them bitches, man. Look, it looks like Unc go crazy. You gotta get up with all this NFL power and my booty chicken. And no, Didi, not me though. You know what I'm saying? That bitch. And then like that giving me 20K. I mean 25K. 25K each. Matter of fact, 25K for each booby too. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you mean? 100K. You know what I'm saying? 50K, 25K for each booty chick. 25K for each titty. Each booby. What do you mean, man? You got a million. You about to sign $100 million contract with ESPN. And then you just leave me left like dry and shit. What do you mean that was? I know you like those mixed booty chick. Didn't you? Shannon Sharp. Huh?
Damn,
But this is some crazy shit to write, man. Bro, I gotta see them. He said he's gonna release the text messages. I gotta see that shit because that shit is crazy. She really wrote that shit, but I gotta see the context. Cause, bro, I never seen shit like that. I gotta see. Don't you? Bro, I'm dying to see the context. She texted that shit. Did the nigga say something? What would? It's weird. I don't know. Them bitches be weird though, but that's crazy. Bro, you cannot make this shit up, bro.
Subscribe, donate.
Yeah. Bro, yeah, donate to the channel, guys, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? $1, $100, whatever you guys got, donate. You know what I'm saying?
I said 100.
Yeah, hey man, it is what it is. So let's do this last show in like 10 minutes. Let's spend 10 minutes and then we close out the show, bro. So you got your boy Kanye West, man. This nigga, I think he got his mental. But he just posted that shit not too long ago. And can you read this?
Gay admits to performing oral sex on his. Whoa, bro. Oh nah, I'm good on that. You can talk. You can take that over. I'm good on that subject.
Bro, no, we do a show, bro. Let's do the show.
No.
Let's be professional. Let's be professional. We do the show,
brother.
No. Let's do the show. We move on. Let's do it. Let's get it. Come on.
You gonna talk about something here? Come on, let's be professional. Hey, bro.
Uh-huh.
Gay admits. Go ahead.
Oh, you reading? Go ahead.
Gay admits to performing oral sex on his cousin. On the new song "Cousin." My name is Jay, and that's it. Oh nah, bro. I'm good. Yeah, you got it. I'm not doing this. Nah, I'm good.
Bro, what the?
Nah, bro. I'm good on that. You good. Yeah, you tripping, and you just lost my respect and my support. I'm good on that. Listen, nigga tripping.
Bro, what the?
Nah, I'm good on that.
Look, man,
we
bro.
ain't gotta spend 10 minutes on that.
Look, I know black people support this nigga because they think he's a genius. I think this nigga been on something for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I think this is.
Too.
But I'm even crying. That shit is funny. This shit is crazy. This nigga said that. I gotta read it for the people that's watching the show. This nigga said, well, I'm sorry. This nigga said, my name is Yee. I sucked my cousin dick till I was 14. This song is called Cousin, about my cousin that's locked in jail for the killing of a pregnant lady a few years back. A few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when I was 6. Then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazine, but what the shit for? I can't even read that shit, bro.
Exactly. You tried. I only know how you went that far.
Do you look at this nigga like he's a genius, man? Or do you think this nigga is mental?
He gay as shit.
But he said he was 6. This is abuse if he was 6. What do you mean you don't care? He was a kid. That means he probably was groomed to do that.
Still gay. How?
But you was 6.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. The how doesn't matter. You're gay.
Bro, you was 6.
You keep saying that.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, he probably was groomed, was forced to do it. So you cannot tell somebody that was forced to do something that they were gay.
He didn't say he was supposed to do anything. He said he brought the.
You was 6. He was 6. That's what you don't understand. Anybody that was 6 doing something like that, he probably was forced to do it.
Okay, he was forced to be gay. Now he's gay. Sorry.
He wasn't gay. I don't look at it like he was gay, because he was taking advantage of. Because if that was a woman that say I was 6 and then that was happening to me, I don't think you was gonna say this woman was gay. You probably say, oh, that was fucked up. Whoever did that to his, you know what I'm saying, her cousin was fucked up. You understand what I'm trying to say, bro?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's double standards. The same shit that happens to boys is not the same for girls. Sorry. Double standards in everything in life. It's not the same.
Nah.
Even though it's fucked up, sometimes it's fucked up. It is what it is, bro.
I disagree with that, man.
Just like when a boy gets molested by a girl, it's not looked at as fucked up. But a girl get molested by a boy, it's the most fucked up thing.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Other people, society have their own perspective.
Grown men fucking with young bitches, it's a fucked up thing.
No, let me say this. No, hold on. Let me say this. I understand how society look at it. You particularly, I cannot understand how you look at it like the nigga was 6 when he was, how the nigga was gay when he was 6. That's why I cannot seem to understand. We do understand when somebody is 6, they're not able to make their own decision. Anything that happened to them sexually is probably abused and forced to do that. Now, if you was over 18 and doing that shit, I would say, hey, nigga, you probably
bro,
wasn't
he sucked his man dick till he was 14, bro. So from 6 to 14, he was
you can still force to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
You know why? Look at, you know who like Hassan Kimbo is? Do you know who Hassan Kimbo is?
Hassan
Kimbo, yeah.
Yeah.
He said he was abused by Afrika Bambaataa till he was like 15 years old. And then this nigga is a well-known killer.
If you get molested at 15, you're gay. Because at 15, you're old enough to defend yourself. I'm sorry.
I disagree with that, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. Then
bro,
you can disagree
I disagree with that. Because you can, bro, you can. I'm not trying to tell you why. I'm telling you why.
I'm not saying that you making this like to say like the way, all right, look, the way I say it, because it's like the way he's saying it or portraying it's like, yeah, he did that to me when I was 15. Like, it ain't like you was like, he did that to me and I fought him back and I said no and he still did it. It was no, he did it to me.
Look, man.
When I was 15. Like, no, it's two different. No.
It's why I think you look at your situation, you probably say, man, I was strong enough to fight it if that was happening to me till I was 14.
Even if I wasn't,
bro, let me finish, bro. You gotta let me, bro. You gotta let, bro. Everybody,
bro. You're not just about to automatically bend over, bro, and take that. I'm sorry, bro.
Everybody
I
not
don't care the size, bro. You're not just about to automatically take that unless you were built to automatically take that. Sorry, bro.
Everybody not the same, bro. There's people.
All men are the same, bro. Ain't no
that's
man
not true.
just about to let you do anything.
That's
to
not
them,
true.
Bro.
That's not true. That's not true.
My
There's
point. So that's not. He wasn't a man. He was already gay. He was already willing to try that shit. He was already cool with it. To be 15 and allow a grown man to do that shit with no kickback. I don't want to hear the response that you have for that, bro. You cannot defend that, bro. You were 15. Yeah, I was fighting you with the 6, and you was about to win. Because I was breaking down on the 6. You right. I was just trying to be stubborn. He was 6. You right. I'm giving you that. But you don't go from 6 to 15 and think you're gonna bro. You should have stayed at 6.
Now let me ask you a question, bro. I'm asking you a question. Please answer it like the best that you can. Right. If you okay, that was happening to him when he was 6, probably younger, right? Mm-hmm. You probably notice what was happening to him when he was 6. Don't you think he was already programmed or put a fear on him that can progress till he get to 14 or even older than that?
Not necessarily fear. If you don't know what you're doing is bad. Then you say he used to get touched by his mother and shit too. And his mother was a whore, some type of whore, some shit like that. So it ran in his family. So if that's all he's saying, that's all he know, and ain't nobody tell him right for wrong, he just see his mother touching on men. He see men touching on him.
What the fuck? He's just in his environment. That's all he know. He don't know what right from wrong. He think everything is okay because that's what everybody's doing. Does that make sense? So he did not know he was in danger. He didn't feel like he was in danger. He was comfortable in doing whatever the fuck they was doing at that time.
Well, Boosie responded to him. I mean, say something about the situation.
Lord,
Can you
man.
read this?
Ah, damn, man. I feel bad for this dude. This dude been through some shit, bruh. The rants make sense now. This man was sucking dick as a child. Shaking my head. His mind is fucked up, man. I hate him having to go through this as a child. This man coming for any and everyone with the rapture. Whoever wronged him and they in trouble.
Yeah, this is Boosie. This is what Boosie gotta say. It's crazy. I mean, bro, like Kanye been going through some shit. I don't know if you seen the whole video that he did with DJ Academics with the hoodie on, with KKK hoodie on.
Nah, I heard about it though.
You know what I'm saying? I saw the whole shit. I mean, this nigga is like mental, bro. It's like I don't know what's going on. It's mental. Something is not up to date. You know what I'm saying? At one point, it looks funny. He's talking about like these people, but at that moment, it's mental illness. Straight up with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? The same place they put Wendy Williams, I think they should put this nigga there too. Because that keep calling this nigga a genius, I think that's making him think like what he's doing is okay. This is trauma. Like Boosie said, this is trauma. This is trauma, and shit like that can play with your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? This nigga be talking is not making sense, and people say, "Oh,
yeah, he's done now."
Yeah, just because people, bro, because he make good music or like created these and
everybody
think
now. Everybody give a fuck about none of that now. You sucking dick. Ain't nobody give a fuck about that. Nobody care about. Nobody care. I understand, and I feel for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking fucked up, and I'm talking like I don't give a fuck and all that. I do to a certain extent, but I don't because the world don't give a fuck. You shouldn't have came out your mouth and told the world you was sucking dick. Sorry. You should have took that to the motherfucking grave. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. We was buying shoes and listening to somebody that was out here sucking dick willingly. We don't.
Now let me ask you a question. We know this nigga known for like saying so outrageous shit to get attention. Do you think it's something that he made of? Just it didn't really happen to him because we know Kanye, man. He be saying some dumb shit.
Or not, that's some wild shit to say. And either way, you lost my respect and everything for even playing with yourself like that. Crazy or not, you lost a supporter, and I was fucking with you up until then. I knew you was on some shit, but you didn't have to go that far, my guy. That's something you could have kept that to yourself, bro. Now that furthers my accusations of how they all pick the same type of people to come in the industry and shit. Like this shit is crazy.
Yeah, Tementi said that this is why black men don't like to go to the doctor. Since then, doctors put Kanye on drug has messed him up. Yeah, but I think Kanye was been messed up ever since that. I have a conspiracy. I have a conspiracy. I have a conspiracy theory, man. Kanye has been going crazy ever since that he did what he did to the Taylor Swift chick. Do you think, man, this is a white chick. She's white as they come. Do you think because you know what I'm saying, the Bible saying, man, how the fuck you fuck with one of us, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta pay. Do you think that's what's going on, man? Conspiracy theory for you.
Nah, because that's too long ago. It's a multiple of things. That could be in addition to some shit, but that alone, nah.
Yeah.
He'd get more back. I would say he would have got more for the Adidas shit than that.
I see. Hey man, bro. Kanye. Because I mean,
I wish
look,
him the best though.
Because he said before he said before that he likes to watch men fucking his woman, so that makes sense. Because any man that will like sit down, let men fuck their bitches, man, you gotta be gay. So, bro, what are you? what you gotta be gay somewhat, bro. You know what I'm saying? You let another man, watching another man put a dick in your girl gats, time is up with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a little suspect. Yeah, that's a little suspect, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. But we come to the end of the show, man. Shout out to everybody that was watching, that's gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, any last word you gotta say, bro?
You don't ever end the show like this again.
No, that should just come out like two minutes, like less than an hour ago. I saw it when I was looking for more information, and I say I gotta put it in.
Like, share, subscribe, donate if you so choose.
Yeah, man. Like
500.
that's very
Next
yeah.
goal is 1,000. Help
Yeah.
us get there. Y'all been fucking with us. Y'all been fucking with him when he was by himself. I see that.
Yeah.
Y'all got us to 500 by any means. I ain't no hater. Y'all like him? Solo? See the progress, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Peace out to everybody. Shout out to Simon Sicilla, man. Peace, everybody. Take care.
Peace.
Have a good day.
It say take a shot if you like golden showers. I do.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who?